See you, chump.
Well, hello there, everybody. I myself was not expecting that at the end of that intro there. What's going on? Hope we're all doing well. Thank you so much for joining us on the last shooting the shit ever? Was there enough of an emphasis for a question mark there? Obviously, we're going to find out what on earth is going on here. We'll give some alleviation to your confusion, that is for sure. But before I get any further into this, let's go ahead, get the gang all together. At least everybody that's here so far anyway. Please, everybody, join me in giving a round of applause. One hand clap if you can. For the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend. Might have another personality that has a rear end like no other. Mr. Shawn from Lost in the Reel.
What's up, Jace? What are you talking about? My rear end has a different personality.
I don't know. Is there a chance we'll ever see Fat Ass Man again?
I hope so.
How
you doing?
Doing great, man. Doing great. How about yourself?
I am great. I'm feeling all sorts of emotions for today, so I can't wait to get started.
Oh boy. Well, and who knows what emotions those could be, right? Everybody, you guessing, you speculating, you wondering what the heck is going on? Well, that makes a lot of us, I bet. Huh? Well, next we got somebody who always travels such a long way to get here. I literally cannot fathom what his travel bills must be like, his expenses, I should say, between gas, flights. I'm not too sure what he takes, but all the way from the upside, Mr. Dan.
Hi, everybody. I'm so happy to be here. Both of those intros for Shawn and I was like, who is he going to pick until you get to the end? And then I'm like, oh, yeah. But
I literally thought he was going to pick you, Dan.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here for maybe the last shooting the shit ever. Who knows?
What is happening?
We're
not ready to tell you yet. So before we do, I'm going to keep cheesily poking fun at this, by the way, until we eventually get to it. Last but not least, for the time being, we have one person that's running a little bit late at the moment, but hey, you know how it is. Real life comes first. And I'm saying that to be nice. John, you better get here ASAP. We're timing this, okay? At the moment, we're giving you a buffer zone, but we have a search party out and ready to go ahead and go after you in case you don't get here soon. But on a happier note for who is here, folks, Anthony from Fever Dreamland Theater, the expert of Twilight Zone himself.
Woo! What's up, guys? How you doing?
What's up, Anthony? How you be?
I be good. Oh my goodness, it's awesome to see almost everybody here again. With John, just real quick, it says John is in prison.
yes.
Visiting friends.
Oh, visiting friends.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Fair. Okay. Well, once he's done with those visits with friends, got to make sure he gets his.
Jace, you were in prison
behind over here. What's up?
You were in prison twerking for twerking in front of Arby's, right?
He was.
I mean, that was like a different time. There was, different person. We all grow and change. We twerk in front of
hold
different
that
places.
against him.
Yeah, I mean, you twerk in front of sit-down restaurants.
If this really is, if this really is the last shooting of the shit, we should bring back all of the jokes, all of the things, all of the references, especially the inside jokes. That's
You mean potentially? Wait, no, I shouldn't have said anything first unless I could find it first. You mean something like
you could do so.
Yeah.
something along those lines.
Yes.
Yes.
Love it.
There you go. Real quick before moving on to anything further, aside from the fact that I am ecstatic that we all happen to be here so far, we got some people that are with us in the chat as well. Just want to go ahead and give some recognition to what is going on. Did you see that?
Hey,
Hello, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Hopes we're all doing great. Well, thank you. We hope you're doing even better. I'm doing great. I don't know about everybody else.
Yes, I'm doing good.
That is good. That's good. We also got the view with Drew here. What's going on, Drew? Good to see you. Good to have
Hey, Drew.
Eric Thorpe, one of our regulars, and always more appreciated than you know, man. Thank you so
Our
much for
most
joining.
opinionated viewer.
We got Patrick, Have
Hey,
Cheetah
Patrick.
Will View, Cinema Squad's
up,
in the
Patrick?
house.
Hey.
Always watching you, Jonathan. Always watching.
Okay.
Like right now, while he's visiting friends in prison.
Ooh, that's scary.
Somebody has eyes on him. Okay.
Hey, somebody tell the Upside Down he's not allowed to comment in the chat while he's not here. No, it's nice that you're participating with the peoples, Dan. Thank you.
Yeah.
Quick shout out from Drew here. Looks like excellent news. Made a Lego Marvel film, short film recently. Got to go ahead and check that out.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very cool.
I
Good
wonder if
stuff,
is that on his YouTube channel or how do we find that?
I would guess so. But Drew, let us know his confirmation. Angel, what's going on, man? Yo, what's up, guys? I'm watching this through my VR. Whoa.
That
Does
sounds
it
like
look-
too much.
Does it look like you're sitting here with us, man? Does this look weird?
Can you smell the weed?
Hey, that's John's younger brother you're talking to.
And then
Whoops.
also just giving a shout out here to we got Lisa.
Hey.
Lisa.
What's up, Lisa Loves? What's up, Lisa
We
Loves?
love you.
Patrick acknowledging her as the 7th member of the Cinema Squad.
Yes, no doubt.
Agreed.
Well, gents, we are here on quite the occasion, are we not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Indubitably, something seems to be afoot.
We can't talk about it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just teasing at it. I'm teasing at it. You know, there's just the here's the groin, and we're tickling it.
That's what we do.
That's right. That's
Oh my
what
God.
we do. Well, everybody, thank you so much for being here, though. And even though we're not going to tell you exactly what the heck's going on yet, thank you for at least riding this out in the meantime. As per usual, we're here to just go ahead and shoot the shit with you, right? As far as this is the time where we are probably just going to go ahead and start up a discussion of sorts, but you feel free to chime on in with whatever the hell you want. We'll go ahead and bounce off of that and everything. And, eventually, if you stick around long enough, then it'll be paid off. Your patience will be rewarded as far as once we eventually start getting to some things here. But in the meantime, guys, there's movies that we've watched recently. We are a squad of cinema. And
Yes,
I
we
think
are.
it's pretty appropriate that at least in the meantime to go ahead and just start off by shooting the shit. Why not shoot the shit about something that we are, more than capable of doing such of? But to throw a little bit of a spin in here, hey, Anthony, the person who doesn't get the chance to see as many things as the rest of us, what's the last movie you saw, bud? I don't care if it's new or not. What's the last movie you watched?
What year? What year are we in right now? 2023.
Anthony.
I actually saw Super Mario Brothers with the kids, and it was very nice. Have we all seen the movie? It's okay.
Not yet.
I
No,
haven't
not
seen
yet. Okay. Oh, you didn't get a chance to see it yet.
No.
Spoil
Okay.
away. I want to know. Does Luigi die?
it.
It was so
Venus is-
shocking, and
Venus is in it.
and such a brutal death too. I
Ooh.
don't get why they went so dark with the movie.
I heard it's right, to the jugular. Just, they take one of those stars, one of those shiny stars. Just,
No, so we did see the movie, and it was very cool. And I'm curious if anybody else in the chat has had a chance to see it. And I don't think we've talked about it much in the chat. So you guys are, yeah, let's. I'm happy to hear from you. I thought it was fine. I thought it was acceptable. I know that doesn't sound like a great endorsement, though, right? It looked beautiful. It was good to see. It was good to see Mario on the big screen again. I, even though it was from my time, like I didn't get to see the original Mario movie with Bob Hoskins, I think it was John Leguizamo.
Oh yeah, Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo.
Wait, you're telling me you saw this one without seeing that one?
No, I've actually never seen that one, and that's a bit of a, I don't know if it's like a cult. Is that like a cult favorite now? A cult favorite?
I don't know.
Because
I had fun with it. It's not good though, but I had fun with it.
yeah, I think it's fair to say that even the people that kind of, sort of, maybe somewhat liked it before have come around to being like, I don't know what I was thinking back then. I think, honestly, maybe even the people within the movie are like, I don't know how to feel about this.
Right.
Yeah, it was a weird one.
I think they were all just confused about what movie they were in because they thought they were making a Mario movie, and then it's not a Mario movie at all. But
also, I forgot who I heard it on, but the original ending, and this would have been so much better, and it would have made the movie make more sense. At the end, Nintendo executives were supposed to come to Bob Hoskins, the character's doors, and say, "We want to make a movie. We want to make a video game off of what happened." So then it's like, they kind of made it. Yeah,
that's not in the movie though.
No, they took that out.
Yeah, they should have kept it.
Yeah, that would have been at least a lot better closure, that's for sure. And make it feel like there's at least some sensibility to what the heck is going on there. Because that's one, I haven't seen the original one either, but I've seen the pitch meeting. And if anybody hasn't gotten a chance to see that, then there you go. That's got to be just as close to watching the movie, almost, damn near. But yeah, I know it's a bit of a unique piece of cinema, to say the least, and that's probably a compliment at that. But anyway, so Anthony, let me go ahead and pick your brain a little bit here since you got a chance to go ahead and see this. All right, ready? First thing, what I know everybody's dying about: how much could you not stand Chris Pratt as Mario?
Oh boy, you're gonna hate me. I thought he was okay. It wasn't that bad. Maybe it's just months now of the trailers and hearing his voice. I got used to it. There's nobody's ever going to replace the voice from the video games. But I thought he was fine. He turned on the Italian accent every now and then. I think my main issue with the movie was just, I would have liked for them to punch up the humor here and there. Like, the story is very like just A, B, C, D, like just very straightforward. Okay, if that's what it's going to be, then punch up the humor and punch up the jokes along the way. I think I was hoping for something a little more along the lines of like Shrek or Shrek 2. The Pixar movies, maybe with a little bit of emotion in there. It's a little flat in that sense, but there's a lot of room for improvement with the sequel. And that's sort of my take on it. I definitely recommend it for like dads and taking your kids and or the nieces or the nephews or whatever. I think it's completely fine. It's like the safest thing in the world, actually. It's this, maybe that's a little bit of the problem, but it's very, very safe. Would you guys agree? Shawn, Dan, have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I saw it twice actually. But yeah, okay. I liked it. I had fun with it. Mario, yeah, I thought Chris Pratt was good, but Bowser, Jack Black as Bowser, was the standout, and he has a really good song that he sings. It's like in my head all the time now.
You can remember the lyrics though, right?
I can remember some of them. Do you want me
some of the Peaches?
Do you want me to sing it? No, I don't know.
Oh, Dan, you can't ask if you want us to have you sing it and then not sing it.
I know, seriously. It needs to happen.
I'm too shy.
Oh, okay. If you feel better, take your shirt off then.
Peaches, come on, I'll harmonize with you, Dan. Peaches, 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 peaches. Isn't that something like that?
Yeah, I love you. Yeah.
Something like that.
I know some of the deep cut, like the not just that part. But yeah.
But that's the best part.
It's good. I liked it, and I want it. It could be nominated for an Oscar, so I'm happy. But it probably
really.
You mean
want it to be nominated for an Oscar?
No, it won't be. And I don't care if it isn't. It's not.
I do find it funny that Jack Black does an amazing Bowser voice. And again, this is me from taking it from clips and trailers and everything. Still haven't seen the movie, but I did see the full clip of the song, the whole song. And I found it funny that he seems to drop the Bowser voice solely for when he's singing, and then go straight back to like he's just all of a sudden he's Jack Black when he's singing, and then and then he goes back to Bowser. And I just thought that was unique. I mean, it's granted it's tough, right, to go ahead and not just do a character voice, but then to sing in a character voice. But hoping maybe he could go ahead and pull that off there, because that was the only thing that took me out of it for a sec. Although, yeah, catchy song. There's no doubt about it. And please go listen to the actual video, because clearly it's a bunch better than my rendition of it. Although mine's about to be on iTunes and Spotify everywhere, so check that out.
Nice.
Jokes. But you should probably also start looking for it, though. Anyway, real quick, I'm glad that it seems as though it is a just good, safe film for sure. 2 questions, right? Did we feel like there was good references to like the old stuff / too many references, right? I know sometimes that's riding a fine line. Did you feel like it was kind of a nice homage to all the video games?
Yeah, I think that was positive. Like that was the big positive. They did really good with the references and everything.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah.
And then second question. Even though we don't mind Chris Pratt, I'm going to throw this out there anyway, guys. And in the chat, please go ahead and let me know if you've seen the movie. Would you rather have had the video game voice after seeing it through and through?
Is the video game voice guy still alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like one of the whitest guys you've ever seen in your life.
No, I'm fine with them doing someone. I don't know. I'm fine with them because I understand from a marketing standpoint why they do famous actors in the voices of these people. Although Seth Rogen, I like Seth Rogen, but he just sounds. It's Donkey Kong. It's just Seth Rogen.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, exactly. Like at least, you know, to me, that's fine. If they're gonna pick someone like him, but then at least do a voice, right? The same way that Jack Black is doing a voice to be Bowser, right?
Like I said, Seth Rogen literally said he wouldn't. If you want him in his movie, he's doing his voice. It's it.
Dan, give me your best Seth Rogen laugh.
I can't do it.
Damn it. Build up that false hope, man.
I know.
The internet is waiting.
Dan, you're embarrassing us.
No, I can't do it. Wait, Jace, can you do it?
Dan.
Jace, you can probably do it.
Dan,
you do it.
Dan.
No, I can't.
I didn't mean to remove everybody. I don't know. What am I doing here? Oh, there we go.
Where's Dan?
There we go. There we go. All right.
Jace, you do it.
Yeah. How does Seth Rogen?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent.
That's basically he's just easy. He is very much like an animated character, like his voice in general. So I'm not too surprised that he, is picked to voice a lot of animated characters. I just wish that again he did a little bit some. Like Dan, I mentioned this to you before. When he was Pumbaa, would have been nice if he just did a little something. I'm cool with the fact that he was Pumbaa, but just do a little,
just something different,
Pumbaa, man. Yeah,
I loved when he showed up in Chippendale's Rescue. Like Seth Rogen was in Chippendale Rescue.
Oh, that was great. That was perfect. Perfect casting.
It was as well. Yeah. That was good.
Oh, ready? Was he
the NPC in or the NPC character in Chippendale?
Yeah, he was like he couldn't look you in the eyes or something because he was like.
Oh, okay. I remember that. Yes.
Cool. But Pumbaa shows up. Pumbaa from the live action Lion King shows up, and it's him. So.
Yeah.
Nice.
We have lots of questions in the chat.
We do. Okay. And also got to just give quick recognition to our first hot take. It appears Eric dropping in. Super Mario wasn't amazing, but I liked it. Hot take. He says about on par with John Wick 4. Holy Nikes, Eric.
No.
But that's the most Eric Dorpy comment we've ever.
Exactly. Once again, the most opinionated viewer on our show, and that's
I wouldn't have it any other way.
That's right. That's right. It wouldn't be the same without you, bud. It really wouldn't. So that is a very interesting take, though. That's for sure. And a hot one is an understatement, my friend.
Those are like the two farthest movies away from each other possible.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, you're talking about
Super Mario Brothers, really?
Does anyone, and spoiler alert, does anybody die in Mario?
well, Bowser kills Yoshi, and that's why Mario goes after him to try to kill him. So it is like John Wick. No,
it's John Wick in animated format.
No.
Super safe, man. Super safe.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Well, then,
I mean,
yeah.
maybe some of like the Kong army, we just don't see it really. But
And it's so weird too, right? Because when we played Mario growing up, it was like we died every 3 fucking seconds. But you know, now in the movie, of course, everybody's alive all the time.
Yeah.
They should. Did they at least hold on? I gotta ask. This is the last like Mario related thing, and then I swear we'll move forward. But is there at least a point where he like falls off of something, and then that thing comes and grabs him, and then pulls him back and puts like in Mario Kart?
There's no cloud thing. No, there's none of that. Yeah, no.
That's disappointing. But nonetheless,
going to a pipe, a green pipe.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I would smack the writers and creators of that movie.
Exactly.
Nassim, what is going on, babe? Thank you so much for being here.
Hey, Nassim.
Appreciate
I
you.
think we missed a Lisa question that I'm curious to hear about.
Ooh, hold on. Let me jump on backwards. Oh, well, thank you. Let's see. Has anyone other than Dan seen Renfield yet? It's definitely one of my fave of the year so far. That is interesting to hear, Lisa. I have been hearing such conflicted takes on this. No, I have not seen it, but I think we can all agree that it's worth seeing just for Nick Cage as Dracula.
And she gave it 4.5 stars.
Yeah, she loved
Yeah,
it.
she loved it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Dan, I know again you haven't, just like she asked. Anybody else besides Dan seen it?
No, not yet. I'm
Well,
thinking
John-
about going to see it on Tuesday, but I've been so conflicted because I've just heard so many mixed things about it. But I love Nicholas Hoult. I love Nicolas Cage. And I don't know. I feel like it just looks like a lot of fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
If you had fun with Cocaine Bear, I think you're gonna have
I
fun.
did.
Not the but yeah, I don't know. And I just rewatched Cocaine Bear, and I just have a lot of fun with it. I think it's okay.
I can't say when I'm going to see it, but I plan on seeing it. That's for sure. Seems to be interesting. But it's weird because, like I said, I've heard such conflicting things. Some people seem to have such a great time with it, and then other people just seem to think it's like an absolute waste of space and void of anything.
John hated it. John thinks it's his worst movie, maybe his worst movie of the year.
Yeah,
Right.
John wanted to walk out of the theater.
Wow.
Which
Yeah.
is ridiculous to me. I can't imagine that, but yeah.
I mean,
I know
he didn't, but like he was thinking about it, which is crazy to me.
It is shocking, to say the least. Because I actually got to say, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've definitely had movies I've disliked very, very much, but I have yet to ever walk out of a movie. And I'm not too sure, I'm not going to say I never would, but I'm not too sure as far as what it would need to be, in essence of like how terrible it would need to be for me to actually be like, nope, I legitimately can't take any more of this. I'm not willing to see it through. I think actually that's maybe the one thing is, and it's not exactly the best quality to have all the time, but with the movies, I guess maybe the one part that stops me, even if I don't like it, is I'm just going to like be bothered as far as to how it ends. I know you're like, oh, just Google it, just look it up and everything. Yeah, fair. Right. Yeah, exactly. It's not exactly the same. So I think there's something to that. But
I walked out of Cats, but
Oh, really?
yeah, Cats.
Wow.
how far into Cats did you make it though?
20-ish minutes.
Holy shit.
That's so little time.
Yeah. Oh no, maybe it was 30. Yeah, it was 20 to 30 minutes. It was definitely not long. I was
Was it the cat buttholes that did it for you, Dan?
It's just so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable, and I maybe if I was alone, I maybe would have stuck it through just so I could say that I've never walked out of a movie before.
Yeah.
But it was uncomfortable.
You know what I'm curious about is this new movie, Beau is Afraid, that's coming out this Friday. I'm already hearing there's been tons of walkouts from the LA and New York screenings. So tons of walkouts from people. It's 3 hours long. From what I've gathered, it's supposed to be an exhausting, anxiety-ridden experience. So that makes me curious to watch it, but at the same time, like, is that going to be a movie that people, like, had to walk out of it? I couldn't handle it.
That's really surprising. That's the same person that did Hereditary and Midsommar, right?
Yeah.
Which in themselves aren't both of those. Like I know Midsommar is, but isn't Hereditary also kind of like a divisive movie amongst people?
I would definitely say that. I mean, Patrick hates Hereditary, so
Well,
Yeah.
then it seems like this particular movie maker here, forgive me for not remembering the name, but it seems like they are really just aiming to go 3 for 3 here.
Yeah, Ari Aster. And this one especially, I feel like it's very much so like it's just kind of concentrating on every person's anxieties, and there's some really insane nudity I've heard and violence. So I'm curious to watch it, but I'm still scared. Oh,
I think
there
I'm
we
gonna-
go.
I think I'm
Ari
gonna love it.
Aster.
There's been a couple of new trailers. Is this the one with Joaquin Phoenix?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, so.
And I'm with Lisa. I'm all in for it. I'm excited for this movie. I love Hereditary, but I'm a little nervous. It's a 3-hour movie. It's like you kind of have to buckle yourself in for the ride.
You know, one thing, and I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but it's not until recently I kind of been picking up on it. There are so many films that are coming out recently, and I'm not saying there never has been before, but a lot of films that are in the realm of 2 hours and 45 minutes to 3 hours plus. So I'm trying to think even just off the top of my head, like Wakanda Forever fell into that spectrum. The new John Wick, Avatar. You're right. So and I mean, forget, but go ahead as far as shout out if you guys can think of others. But doesn't it seem
Mario
to be
Brothers.
Okay.
doesn't it seem to be kind of the case though? As far as I don't know, I'm just noticing
Yeah.
more and more of them.
I mean,
And
in the case of something like Avatar, like you knew that would be a
Right.
long movie. That's to be expected. But some of these other ones, it's a bit of a shock sometimes when it's like, why, you wonder why does it need to be that long?
Yeah, like even it's not that long, but The Little Mermaid is going to be 2 hours and 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
That seems like a long time for that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would think that like an hour 45 would be pretty appropriate
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah, because I think that's what the animated one was.
And then there's Martin Scorsese's new movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, Flowers of the Broken Moon. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Something along those lines. It's going to be 4 hours long.
Oh my god.
no.
It's 4 hours long. The final cut.
That's
Here's some random nerdy trivia. I'm just gonna throw things way off track here. Do you guys know where Leonardo DiCaprio, like his first or his earliest work? I only know this because I'm doing like research on a current video. That's why I know it.
wait, his earliest?
Yeah, like his earliest TV show, his earliest movie.
Oh shoot, I know
It
one
was
of his
a
earliest
sitcom,
movies
right?
is
It was a sitcom, yeah.
Yeah, was it Growing Pains?
Ding. You got it. Yeah.
Congratulations, Shawn. Go ahead. Send him his Amazon gift card, Anthony.
No.
Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah, no problem. And now, and as far as I know, I have to double check this. So grain of salt, and maybe somebody in the chat could like correct me, or whatever. But I think Critters 3, I believe, was his first movie appearance, and I know that because I'm in the middle of doing a Critter review. So you end up going down a line, and you're like, oh my god, Leonardo DiCaprio was in one of these movies. But hey, we all have to start somewhere. That Critters 3 is not a great movie.
Anthony, you have that Critters, that thing you sent a picture of, and
No, that was actually my brother's. Yeah, but I love this, so I had to pop it up online. I thought that it was a cool little picture. Yeah, I love the first and second movie, but yeah, so that's my Leonardo DiCaprio story. Awesome actor, man. I mean, man, he developed into such an excellent talent.
Yeah. No, and I thought for sure, and I know this is still one of his earliest ones, but clearly it's not the earliest. After that, appreciate the trivial details there. I remember What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, holy hell, in case you don't already feel sad or depressed, and you'd like to be, you can go ahead and watch that movie. But the one good aspect of it, because jokes aside, it really is like a good watch. It's a very, heart-wrenching movie, without a doubt. But again, worthwhile to check out. And it's the only movie that Johnny Depp and Leonardo DiCaprio have ever starred in together.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
That's crazy.
And they play brothers in that movie. And it's just one of those where,
right. That's
yeah,
right.
I don't know what it is. I guess maybe it's one of those, from what I understood, like the on-set relationship as far as between them two, maybe exactly didn't have the greatest of chemistry with each other in the sense of like not acting wise. I mean, I don't want to blow things out of proportion, but I think that's what led to them just kind of going their separate ways in their careers. But insane how both of them managed to take off in such a propelling way, but not together in any format.
Yeah, I feel like both of them are very much so like character actors in the same vein of like Marlon Brando, kind of that school of acting. So I can see the two of them like not getting along on a set because they're like pining for their own attention and like trying to become this character and stuff. I would love to like just be a fly on the wall of that film and see the two of them kind of coming into their own.
Yeah, that would be great. Well, I gotta give a quick shout out. I thought this was very unique. It was someone that we haven't seen this name in a little bit here. Florentina!
Tina!
Saying, hey, y'all.
Hey.
Sorry she can't join tonight, and for being so unsociable recently. Been struck down with long COVID for months. Oh my gosh. Not having a fun time. Hope you're all doing good and have a good stream. Well, first and foremost, just thank you. Yeah, but hope you feel better, right? You know, like, that's way too long to be having the coves over there.
Yeah, way too long.
Yeah, good.
Also,
you know, so,
we miss you, and we hope that you come back because your content's amazing. And I miss seeing her face, like a review popping up, or her theater reviews, like going to London to see the shows that she was going to see. Like, I miss all of that.
I know.
Exactly. Yeah, I believe she was acting, and she was on our show once. She was a guest too as well. So very cool.
Yeah,
well, I hope she feels better.
Yeah, you're part of the shooting the shit lineage here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, at least thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate it for the comment there and everything. It seems like we got some other people wishing you well within the chat. I wanted to jump backwards because there's a few things that I had missed. I don't know if it was a few. I know there was at least one, maybe two, maybe more. Where was it though?
One from Mike that I'm curious about, and I actually just watched it recently too.
We may be on the same page here. Did you see that? Mike was dropping in. So tonight I watched my first ever mainly cannibal-based movie called The Green Inferno. It was okay. Have you guys ever seen any cannibal horror movies, and which one should I check out?
Have you guys seen The Green Inferno, first of all?
I have not yet.
Oh, unfortunately not, no. Have you seen it? Hopefully.
I have. I have a weird like obsession, not obsession. I don't really love any of his movies, but Eli Roth, like I am surprised he's able to like make any of the movies that he makes because they are so out of the Hollywood system. It really feels like he's making like grindhouse movies from the 70s still. So I'm just like curious about him. I don't love his movies. I thought this one was actually, I mean, it's gruesome and disgusting. I would say it was okay, but like I think it is worth watching still though, because not many movies that have come out, especially in theaters, are as graphic as this movie. So I think, I mean, cannibal wise, I feel like Cannibal Holocaust, if no one's seen that, that's the obvious choice.
Fresh was good.
Fresh is a great cannibal movie. Yes, that's a thank you, Dan.
Seems Lisa's also on the same page with you on that one, Shawn.
Yeah, Cannibal Holocaust.
I didn't. So wait, go for the animal-free version. I'm guessing there has to be a story behind that.
There's a turtle. It was a turtle, a tortoise that gets killed on camera. I mean, people we're so much more aware now, thankfully, of animals and all that stuff. So yeah, there's stuff that was going on in that movie that just would not fly nowadays at all.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's pretty messy to be like, hey, we're gonna get this turtle solely for the sake, though, of giving his life in the movie. It's weird. I guess you compare it like that to as far as like, but then somebody would just go ahead and serve them up in a stew like it's no one's business if they were just about to eat or something like that, and they don't think twice. But I'm not trying to say in any capacity, but it's just weird. It has slight different perspective and how to be looked at things, but that's very unique and interesting that they actually took the time to go ahead and make a different version of it
because it was banned in so many different countries because of the animal cruelty on screen. And for many other reasons.
Was it just the one part though?
There's a turtle scene. There's other scenes in the movie. It's not just
stuff going on. I'm a little fuzzy.
The tortoise is the main one because it's a giant tortoise. So they're like, it was an endangered species.
Oh, come on. Yeah, then really, what are you doing?
Yeah. But then the director of that film was arrested after the premiere because authorities thought that he actually killed the actors on screen and it was a snuff film.
Yes. I'm glad you brought that up because I'd heard that and I wasn't sure if that was a thing, but that was a thing. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
And then he was arrested, and then the actors had to come out and basically say, "We're alive, like we weren't killed." But the prosthetics and the blood and everything in the movie, it was so realistic and brutal that people thought that it was real.
Jeez. All right. Well, yeah. On that note, I guess check out that stuff if you'd like. But as mentioned here, check out that animal-free version. I mean, my gosh, the fake human cruelty is enough. Is enough. Don't need no real animal cruelty going on.
Either that or Super Mario Brothers. One or the other.
Yeah, or just
one of the
two. Well, any other cannibal movie recommendations? I can't say that I necessarily have any.
Well,
why do we always end up talking about cannibals?
Which one?
Silence of the Lambs. Although it's about a cannibal, but you don't really see him eat on screen. I mean, I guess you got it. But Silence of the Lambs, if you haven't seen it, because I know Mike doesn't see movies that you think everyone would have seen. So
that's true. That is true. But yeah, Silence of the Lambs, Fresh, I think, is a great choice that might have gone under the radar. I think that's a really good one.
I actually haven't seen it yet, but Raw, I hear, is good.
Oh, well.
Exactly. Would you guys put Texas Chainsaw Massacre in there? I mean, the family are cannibals. You really don't see it too much, but they're cannibals. They're meant to be cannibals.
Yeah, I don't know, actually. I mean, I guess it technically fits in the realms of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, yeah, it has, like, some connective tissue, but it's not strictly based. Like, it's not I wouldn't say it's a cannibal movie, though. Like, it's much more just like a slasher movie, if anything. You're right.
Slasher genre as well.
And that's what I was thinking with Silence of the Lambs, because you don't really, it's not, he's a cannibal, but you don't really see him. He's not, like, eating on screen.
You don't see him with the fava beans and the Chianti and the...
Well, no. which is the one with Ray Liotta in it? There we get a little more graphic in that one. I believe it was just called Hannibal.
There's Hannibal. There's
that gets a lot more graphic.
Yeah,
and the show Hannibal is really good.
Yeah,
if anyone hasn't seen
it. The show. That show, if no one's seen it, is incredible.
Yeah, like Matt Mikkelsen, he like is on the same wavelength as Anthony Hopkins.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow, that's high praise. High praise. Eric's saying, I don't know what to say about how many cannibal movies you guys know. Eric, funny enough, this is a great time to introduce. Guys, we actually are introducing the best cannibal category in the Rubber Duckies next year.
Yes.
Awesome.
And yeah, Lisa's explaining it well. Thank you for explaining it for us on our behalf. Oh gosh. Just for the sake of keeping this on the topic of movies real quick, and this one I'm just curious about because I've never really even bothered asking this before or something, but you guys know my history with music to an extent. I don't know about the audience watching and everybody like that, but you guys in the group happen to know as far as what I've done. For anybody that doesn't happen to know, I also have had a very big passion and hobby for doing music, and when I say music, I rap, believe it or not. Mm-hmm. And so I say all of that. You'd think that'd be like some cheesy self-plug for my music or something. That's not at all. So feel free to check it out.
You need a little CD or something to kind of like hold out to us. Like
Exactly. Well, CD that just shows how old I'd be.
Yeah, So yeah. Back in the day, they were everywhere in Times Square, just throwing CDs at you.
Yeah.
That's true, but sometimes you never know. You might be missing some awesome stuff on those CDs. Drew's asking us, have you guys ever seen 8 Mile and The Drop? And if so, what are your thoughts? I can't say I've seen The Drop, but I've definitely seen 8 Mile. And I think that it's a pretty dope movie, to say the least. You guys think about 8 Mile and Eminem playing himself.
I haven't seen it yet.
I love 8 Mile.
Dan, get out of here, Dan.
We'll watch 8 Mile, I guess.
But I love Scary Movie 3.
Okay. Close enough. Okay.
See, hold on. To me, actually, this brings up a decent point here. And trust me, I still have a good time with Scary Movie 3. I know this is like a jettison off to a different point. But the one thing that where it started to go awry, in my opinion, with Scary Movie 3, number one, it's because the Wayans brothers were not in charge of it anymore. I think that has a huge part of it. But it's also because they started to parody movies that weren't scary movies.
Yes.
Like 8 Mile, you know what I mean? Like at least the first two, they were strictly focusing on, they had an abundance of them, but they were all parodies of scary movies. And then all of a sudden you get to that stuff, and there's like a few things that were tossed in where it's like, this is funny, I could appreciate it, but why are we throwing this into scary movie?
Right. And there was also that's every like epic movie, date movie. So every like parody movie after that was just doing anything, any pop culture reference. Scary Movie 3, I know this is a hot take, is my favorite of the scary movies.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
It's because it was my first one that I saw.
Okay. That makes sense.
The Scary Movie 1 though is like on par with that. Scary Movie 2 I like, but and 4 I do not like, and 5
no. I still have yet to see the haunted house movies made by the Wayans brothers, but I feel like even if they're not that great, which of course would be a shame if they're not, but because they're made by the Wayans brothers, I feel like those in spirit are the true scary movies 3 and 4.
That's
Probably
fair.
Yeah. Like, spiritual sequels. Fair enough.
I feel like Scary Movie 1 and 2 and 3 are actually really funny, and they were well thought out movies. Like the jokes weren't just so easy. And then I feel like everything after that, like the epic movie, the superhero movie, the Scary Movie 5, it was like the lowest hanging fruit. Like no thought was put into the humor. And then it just started, that whole genre of satirizing movies just got so stale.
Yeah. I mean, the first one also had the structure of mainly being like a Scream parody. That was like its thing, and then like you said, afterward it just kind of they went all over the place afterward and lost focus.
Eric's saying that this I thought was kind of surprising. He's never seen a scary movie or any of those blank movies like epic movie, tape movie, whatever in full, and says he doesn't want to. Now
that's fair.
That doesn't surprise me for him, but yeah,
it's one of those where I'm not shocked now. Like as far as because they've gotten such a bad rep over time, but there was a time that existed before they got that bad rep, and I think the reason that it didn't get that from the start is because it wasn't that from the start. It actually was a legitimately good, well done parody. So, Eric, I mean, I'm not gonna force you, though. We're totally getting our passports ready and expect to see us in Canada in probably a little bit here, but you should totally watch the first 2 scary movies.
At least the first 2,
and Airplane.
Except if you're Lisa.
Wait, couldn't hear it?
She couldn't bear it.
Oh, couldn't bear it. Okay, gotcha. Well, sorry, Lisa, but I still stand by that comment.
It's stupid. It like those movies are so stupid. It like reminds me of Airplane. Like the first time I saw Airplane, I was like, I hate this movie. And then the more I've watched it, the more I've fallen in love with just like, I can turn my brain off, but like, there's still some really just funny humor in there. I don't know. I wouldn't say the movie's as good as Airplane, but.
And not another teen movie I'd like to.
Not another teen movie? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. And Naked Gun 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Leslie Nielsen.
You mean 33 and a third? I always liked how they did that. But yeah, no, exactly. It's right up the alley of those. If you go into it understanding and expecting ridiculousness, I think you'll be able to appreciate it a lot more. That's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure. But it ain't for everybody, right? That is fair. That is fair. Real quick, just because this was something we touched on earlier, Drew was throwing in. He left the link for his Lego Marvel short film. So for anybody that would like to check that out, apparently it's in the comment section. Do us a favor, folks, and support our local channels here. I say local as if we're all in the same area, but you know what I mean. I hope you knew what I meant when I said that.
Our family.
Our YouTube fam.
Vin Diesel.
YouTube fam. Which, yeah, right. It's been nice to be building up that YouTube fam as we've been going on. And Dan, I swear you read my mind. I was going to go ahead and be like, you know what? In the spirit of just talking all the films, we've mentioned some stuff that's out already that we may or may not have seen. But what about something that's yet to come out? You guys see that trailer for Fast X?
The one from a couple months ago?
Yeah, I know, and we're talking about it now.
Well, to be fair, we haven't streamed since I think the last stream was with Patrick, I believe, right? And that was a little while ago.
To be fair,
we've
it
had
was because we had the
separate
solid
Mandalorian
transition into family, and it just went into that. But
Yeah. What do you guys think of Fast X? I don't know. I feel like I'm done. Like literally the last movie I walked out of going full circle was the Fast and the Furious movie.
Wow, okay.
And that being like, I love that franchise. Like I grew up on that franchise, Fast 5, Fast 6. I love those movies. And that last movie, I was like, I'm done. And I walked out.
Did you never finish it?
Huh?
Did you never finish it?
I didn't know. Never. Did
To
not
this
finish
day?
it. Also, the 40X was like too much. I did not like the 40X. That was like the movie I saw in 40X. And then there was a guy next to me that was super smelly and he kept like hitting me with his elbow. So that was an added addition to me leaving.
Part of the experience. That's part of the 40X experience. You're supposed to smell the sweat. No, it's not.
If you don't smell Vin Diesel and get elbowed by him at least 3 times, then you didn't get your money's worth, and they will refund you. They will refund you. And also, you know, we do have to be just a little careful about talking too much smack about 40X because we do have a, you know, like the 40X guy here.
Yeah.
In case anybody didn't know, go check out the Upside Dance channel. If you're like, what do you talk about? What's all this 40X stuff? I've never even heard of that. Or maybe I have a theater that has that nearby, but I've never gone to it because I don't want to spend that much money if I don't even know what I'm getting into. Well, guess what? There's a whole channel. Well, I know your whole channel is not dedicated to 40X, but he definitely specialized in that area.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Killing it with those too, man. Doing really well. That's nice.
That's right. That's right. That's make sure you hop on board before everybody just claims you're hopping on the bandwagon, right? Because then it doesn't seem as cool. You want to be like, I was one of the first.
He was the earliest that I know of. I mean,
he has the receipts. He can say like, I was doing.
I'm talking
40X
about.
videos
I'm
before
saying
everybody else.
go. No. I'm saying go check out Dan's channel before he's too big, and then you have to be hopping on the bandwagon. And they're like, "Oh, I've been watching Upside Dan forever. You're just a new." And it's like, no. So yeah. But I hear where you're coming from. Don't get twisted. I'm giving our boy respect. Let's see, guys. I personally think that the Fast and the Furious franchise is one of the biggest crashing balls of fire in the Hollywood industry. I give it a lot of credit for making the money that it has. Okay, I think there's nothing that can be said that can fully discredit that. With that being said, shitty things make money all the time, sadly. So I can't say that it's like a positive thing. You can't turn around and be like, but it made this much money, Jace. Doesn't prove much of the fact that it's actually good content. Now, I think that if it did stay with where it was originally, like when it first began as an actual just street racing, small crime movie, it'd be tough to make 10 of those movies. I think possible. You can't sit there and say that wouldn't be. I mean, there's other movies that could easily just be thrown a Fast and Furious title on there and it would be fitting. Point is if you're creative enough, you can definitely keep it that down to earth, grounded type of tone they had at first, right? And I would have really loved if they did that.
Me too.
Since they didn't, I was down for the ride for a little bit. I don't know exactly where I fell off. I think maybe somewhere around like the 6th, 7th was when it was like, okay, I'm still having a good time, but what in the absolute hell is happening anymore? And now with this new one, I just couldn't stop laughing. I just could not stop laughing the entire time. Jason Momoa's introduction I thought was hilarious. We have yet another person from Vin Diesel's past that no one has ever known about, but he's apparently been there the whole time, and he's out for revenge. Why? Because Dom has a family. Bitch, how dare you have a family? I don't know, man. Anthony, you seem to be, when we're saying all this, you're like, oh no, are you still on board?
I'm not really the biggest fan of I mean, I'm not really the biggest fan of the Fast and Furious movies, actually. But the plot that the plot line that you're talking about with like coming at that sounds a little like Creed 3-ish, with like somebody from the past coming back, and it's a little recycled. But I guess we're on the 10th movie now, so
Oh, yeah.
We have to recycle at this point. What is the longest running franchise? That would be some more fun trivia, because I feel like there's some dinosaur cartoons that came out. I hate to keep hitting you guys up with like the nerdy trivia, but I believe there's like a series of dinosaur cartoons, but it was like 12, 13, 14, 15 sequels.
The Land Before Time.
Land Before Time.
I think that might be it. Yeah. So let's see if Fast and Furious can get that far, and then we'll
They'll probably have dinosaurs in it.
I was gonna say, actually, yeah. You know what's funny is they're probably just gonna have the point where it's like a crossover. Like, hey, Fast and Furious, we learned how to time travel, and we went back to the Land Before Time.
Yes, Land Before Time. I believe that's So and space. We need to get to space. So
they already did that.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, okay.
Did you guys hear before I introduce something / someone about the potential possibility that I guess was shot down? I don't think it's actually happening anymore. But at one point in time, Fast and the Furious was supposed to have a crossover with Transformers.
Yeah, no.
I
believe in the 21 Jump Street Men in Black spinoff that they were trying to do. That could have been interesting. Transformers and Fast and the Furious, no go for me.
I don't know. I'd watch. I'm not saying I'd like it, but I'd watch it. I would rather see Vin Diesel's Dom Toretto than Mark Wahlberg. What's his face in the one movie? And I like Mark Wahlberg. I just thought it was funny. Like, dude, why are you in a Transformers movie? But with that being said, I don't have a transition at this point. We have someone else to go ahead and bring on into the stream, folks. Just when you thought the roster was full, don't be mistaken, because we have, I guess, another man, myth, and legend here. I'm sorry, Shawn, right? I know there seems like there's usually one man, myth, and legend, but
really?
The man of movies.
What is up, everybody? My friends were correct. I was at prison and I was visiting a friend. I was. Go ahead and say hi, Joe.
What's up, Joe?
For all the people wondering, where's Geeky Hijinks? There he is. It's been a while since I've gone out and visited him, so I'm like, you know what? Since I'm here, let's go on together. He's shell shocked right now. It's been so long. What's up?
Well done, sir. Well done. John, how are you doing? Gosh, I'm sorry, because I was so ready to just be like, oh man, it's good to see you. Glad to have you here. And that.
That's too good.
That's priceless.
Joe's here. The 6 of us are here, guys.
Yes.
All right. Close enough.
Close.
Okay.
Close enough. At least this is as close as we can get, about 6 feet.
We need to bail him out already.
Joe,
I don't
damn
have-
it, we miss you, man.
Don't have the money. I wasted it all in the season premiere when I bailed Jace out for twerking at an Arby's.
Jeez, you are prepared tonight. I'm glad somebody.
Well, I got Jace out, but I can't get Joe out, so I'm just here just to see what's up. My friends, I am so excited to be here on the very last episode of Shooting the Shit.
Well, is it the last one though? Is it?
Maybe? I don't know. Maybe.
Whoa.
But what about Transformers Men in Black?
They're more than meets the eye.
Yeah.
Because they're robots in black.
No, because they're robots
white
in
guy.
disguise.
Ooh.
Come on
Are we
now.
making- hold on. I was just joking at first. Are we making a legit song here?
No, we're making love.
Are we
We're
best
making
friends now?
Yup.
Do we just become best friends? That was fantastic. That would be unique. That would be unique. I could picture Optimus Prime being like pulling out the little thing and just being like, "You're about to forget everything you've seen." Autobots roll out. Nobody show the dead hooker.
I love it.
Because just when you thought it was a kid-friendly Transformers movie.
No.
You have to see Optimus's penis.
Yeah, I mean, there was. What do you
gas
think?
pump.
That was a regular car in Titan. That was Optimus's cousin.
Optimus's prime.
That was
Prime.
Optimus in his prime.
And I thought I was a Prime member.
Damn it. On a roll here, folks. On a roll. All right. So I figure since we are this far into things, right, we're creeping up on the hour mark of this whole ordeal here. And you know what? I think if people have stuck around this long, then it's probably because they whoop. Never mind, everybody. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Put your finger down.
Not just yet. I have to go to the restroom.
Oh my. Oh my. Who can do a good Joe accent? Who can do a good Joe accent, Jace?
Well, I definitely love doing a British accent. Joe specifically.
Oh.
I'd feel bad like trying to.
Probably forgot what he sounds like.
No.
Oh,
If you do the accent, we're only gonna miss him more.
And this has got to be the very best background I've ever done.
Yeah.
It is very impressive. I mean,
I don't know. I love it.
That's professional quality stuff right there.
I put Joe next to the Joe. Oh wait, no, the John. Oh, that makes sense. Jesus.
But no one, you see, that's like what they normally refer to as the John. Like then there's what we refer to as the John,
which is a big balls.
No shower.
That's what's the best about this.
The shower. So everybody, please adapt that to your lives now. Whenever you're about to take a shower, no, you're about to take a John.
I thought you meant like, oh, adapt that to your lives, like your live streams. Everybody live stream while you take a shower.
Okay.
Yeah, that too, I guess.
I
like
like it.
Seems like it'd be a difficult thing to pull off, but
he's into it. I think he's into it.
Dan's already Googling, is it okay to live stream from a shower?
So is the title.
Is it legal?
How much of yourself can you show on YouTube?
35%. 35%.
Oh, jeez.
What does that mean?
I thought this was kind of funny. It's a good point there.
I saw that too. I'm glad you put it up.
I don't remember that, but
Transformer testicles.
In Revenge of the Fallen.
Like fuzzy dice cubes?
Jamie, pull up the Transformers testicles from Revenge of the Fallen.
Hey,
Oh,
Jimmy,
wait, that's right.
Pull up help. Pull up some help.
I forgot we're not Joe Rogan.
Oh,
We'll have it, Jimmy. I like your Joker stares, Anthony.
all right, there we go. Somebody finally recognized my stares. I even at one point said Joaquin Phoenix and went like this.
I'm surprised you haven't said anything.
I was gonna say, like, is Anthony gonna like start dancing? Ba-dum, bam, bam.
We don't want to get the music copyright strike.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
I do picture you like very seductively coming down those stairs to that. What's that one song?
Oh my god! I would pay money.
Yeah.
I would pay money. I would pay money to have a photo shoot of Anthony at those stairs.
You know what? In all seriousness, I considered it, but when I checked on YouTube, and it feels like everybody who does that gets their balls broken, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's cringe. Oh, it's lame. Oh, that's ridiculous." I've been to the stairs. I've gone up and down those stairs. I know where they are. It's around like 165th Street or something like that. But yeah, I considered it. Who gives a crap, right?
Do it. Yeah. You can just shoot. You can just shoot them.
But you said you at least walked on those stairs, right?
Yeah. No, I noticed, but I know that area. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, that was a very New York way to put that. What you been doing over there, Anthony?
Drugs.
Let's just say, let's say I've been there a few times. Maybe I seen a few people there. Maybe not. Maybe I seen some people there. Maybe I never saw them again after that. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe not. But let's just say that I'm not a big fan of Pepsi, if you know what I mean.
Let's go back to the Transformer testicles. Let's see.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
we're
talking about
shooting this-
drugs. Hey, we're talking about Anthony shooting up coke.
Anthony, first of all, you look,
No, there go my subs.
your little brother's watching, John.
Oh, is he really? Is he here?
Yeah.
Already had a weed joke from me, unfortunately. Mouth shut.
No, Shawn, you missed it. We were finally acknowledging Anthony's background in these epic stairs that he is, in front of.
Oh, the Joker stairs.
Yeah. Hey, I think Lady Gaga was around my way too, because they're shooting the sequel right now.
They filmed the scene on the stairs again for the sequel.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that? Just curious, because I remember months and months ago we talked about it, and I don't know, the early reaction was like a musical, and it was sort of like all over the place. But now I don't know. I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
I love it.
Excited.
I hated the first one, but I'm so excited
Yeah,
for the
I
second
know.
one, as bizarre as that sounds.
So you're willing to give it a chance or whatever? Like,
Mhm.
yeah, that's cool.
I'm super hyped for it. I'm just still not super hyped for how little they have clarified what, to what extent it is of a musical. I think, and I've said this, I believe at some point in time before, I feel it's worth repeating. The only way I'd be okay with it, because I don't know, nothing against like Joaquin Phoenix or anybody else. I don't really want to see just a bunch of people walking around singing and dancing. But one thing that I do think would be an actual very creative way to incorporate a musical element into that film is if it seems like, obviously, right, big focal point of this film is going to be Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn, and starting off as the therapist and slowly falling into madness as well as love with the Joker. Awesome. Love it. I could see the same way that the first movie showed a lot of things clearly from Joaquin Phoenix's perspective, right? Like, so in other words, you find out later in the film where like that didn't really happen that way, or that wasn't even real. Like his neighbor, who you thought he was actually having a little bit of a thing with, and then, right, spoiler alert, you find out there's a point later in the movie where he's in her apartment and she like doesn't know who he is whatsoever. I think it'd be nice if they showcased that same type of storytelling element via Lady Gaga singing whenever she starts to like slowly have her like, thinking about the Joker and how much she's infatuated with him or whatever the case is and all that type of stuff. If it showed her drift into madness via music and it happened to have like, again, musical elements like that, but it wasn't real, like it's not actually happening, fine. Like I actually think that's really cool. But it scares me when they just say, like, this one's a musical.
Jace, I think you're going to turn into a psychic, because I think that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, I
agree.
can see that. And now I'm going to be mad if that's not what it is, actually. I really love that idea. Again, you always have the best ideas.
And you'll go back to the Joker stairs for different reasons. You'll be so angry.
Oh, I didn't know where you were going with that. That could have been... I was like, why? Because Lady Gaga was there?
I need to smell these steps.
Oh, please. Have you guys seen the Penguin trailer?
Yes.
Yo, what are your thoughts? Because I was pretty. At first, I was like Penguin. Then I watched it. I was like, this looks pretty good to me. It's potentially awesome. What are your thoughts on it, guys?
I'm hyped.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
It
it
looks
looks
great.
good.
Yeah.
Insanely enough, I've yet to see it. Sorry.
What?
The DC guy. Oh my goodness.
Jace, oh my God. You know what I
This
love
honor.
is it feels like they are making, it's like, it feels like the Batman. And it like, just from that trailer, like I got those vibes. So it's like kind of just almost tiding us over until the second one. And it just, I don't know, it just looks so good. And Colin Farrell as the Penguin, like what an underrated performance. Like, and you can see in the trailer, like he just becomes a different person. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And we're getting Batman. There's no way
Yeah.
that there's not an episode or a scene
At least one.
without Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
That's happening. I
Yeah.
can put money on it.
Yeah.
Well, do we know the timeline of the movie? Is it supposed to take place
Right after, because Falcone,
Yes.
Falcone gets killed in the Batman, and that leads to Penguin rising in power, and so that's what the series is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like right in between number 1 and number 2.
Yeah.
Nice. Do we know how many episodes?
No, I'm sure it's going to be short.
Yeah, like a limited. It's probably 6 episodes or something.
Also, another thing is, because I kind of lost track of some of the details here. Does Matt Reeves have any involvement with it?
I think he does.
Yes,
yeah.
does.
I think he does. Yeah.
It's kind of
I
like
was gonna say,
James Gunn with the Peacemaker series, almost like Matt Reeves is a big part of it.
Well, now that you said that, it's time to make this entire stream about DC. And guys, James Gunn, what is
A lot to talk about.
oh, come on.
I
It's
love Hot D.
still a hot topic there. Let's see. The Penguin might rival Hot D. It's pretty hard to rival that as my most anticipated show in 2024, but still probably second to Hot D, mostly likely. Yeah, you know, I think
I can't unsee that. God damn it.
and now you'll never not see it.
Nope, that's it.
As a matter of fact, you don't even need to see it. You're just gonna watch the show and be like, damn it, I'm currently taking in some Hot D.
Ooh, oh my god. So slimy and scaly, like the
That's
dragons.
right. Dan's like, I've never wanted to watch this show.
Maybe I'll
so
let
bad.
you finish it. Yeah, maybe I'll let you finish it now.
Oh my god.
Woo.
You know,
I
when
miss
your-
this.
You know, when your
I
cheeks
miss
start
it
to
too.
hurt because you're giggling and laughing so much. You
Cheers.
guys make my cheeks hurt.
I can make
Yeah.
your other cheeks.
I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it. I was gonna. Oh gosh, I was gonna be so mad if someone didn't say it. I was gonna be like, "Damn it,
Yeah,
guys, missed an
I mean-
opportunity."
And of course, it would be the guy in prison right now.
He wants to clap him so bad, but he can't.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Stop it. Get some help.
I forgot we had those.
Oh yeah, you missed the one from the beginning, but it was before you got here. That's right. We did that first one, then we've done like none since then.
Oh, I missed those. I totally
know.
forgot we had them.
I was also looking for the clip, and it looks like I don't think we have it here. I don't believe anyway, but
What?
with D from the Halloween stream.
No, I don't think
If
so.
we have it, that would be awesome.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that one.
In
Yeah.
case anyone
We used
doesn't
it
know
for the
what-
last Halloween stream. I think it's gonna be an annual thing. I think every Halloween we're gonna always put a Hot D.
Yep.
You suspect.
Sometimes I wonder if that's Anthony in that video. I swear.
You suspect.
Yes. Oh, that's Batman. That's Batman right there.
Anthony, we are going to need you to recreate that clip one day, please.
Yes, 100%.
Suspect.
Yes. You got to do the chair spin and everything.
Yeah, I know. I got to get the suit and.
You also have to buy a rolling chair for it. It won't be the same if you don't.
Yeah, you basically have to be the pizza guy from Too Fast, Too Morbius.
My finest moment.
Your finest moment.
Well, let's see. I mean, again, I'm not gonna fast track it unnecessarily, but have we kept everyone, I guess, waiting long enough? I mean, I don't know. Do we?
I think it's
Yeah,
time.
please go ahead. It's fine. I'm just being a dick. Sorry.
All right. Vote aye if we start talking about what we're partially here to talk about.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Aye.
So, are we ready for the question of the day?
Holy guacamole! Yeah, hold on. I was gonna do the whole thing. Where's the?
I love it.
There we go.
I love it.
All right.
Interesting question
that
of the day. Is it not? Is it not? As you are still undoubtedly grooving out to that music. Don't lie. Don't act like you're not. It's okay. No one's watching. Maybe someone is, but keep dancing anyway. Dance like no one is.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and start to explain what the bejeebers may or may not be going on here. You know, moments like this are always tough. It's been a great run, and everybody, thank you for being here with us. But this is actually, you know, the end of it all. And with that, we're just gonna end the stream right here because we don't want it to be awkward after this. So thank you so much for watching, though. Really appreciate it. And you know, we've all still got our individual channels, right? But that's about that. So
yeah, we're not friends anymore. Right? This is all that.
Yeah, and that sound effect was perfect timing. Except it was great because I love what Shawn threw in at the end there. He's like, and we're not friends anymore after this. we all got into
friends either.
Nah, I'm disconnecting off Instagram like right now.
Yeah, I followed and unsubbed you guys all before this. We had like this big falling out. There was this huge creative disagreement on the future of shooting the shit, and we all had these different ideas. None of them could align. And when you know something's going nowhere, you just gotta rip off that Band-Aid. Okay, let's you know, obviously, jokes aside. Well, no promises. There may still be plenty of jokes thrown in, but let's actually start to kind of turn it to what really is happening here. So everybody that is still here, thank you so much, obviously, for tagging on. For anybody that is watching this as far as the rerun afterwards, because I'm sure this is probably the main highlight of what you're clicking on the video for. Thank you for coming to check this out. We greatly appreciate it. This is not entirely false advertisement, just to be fair. There is a season format that we have been doing with shooting the shit, and that is indeed coming to a close. So for what it's worth, it's not a complete lie. I mean, we're totally lying. Just I'm going to be very upfront, but it's not a complete lie just because it's the last shooting the shit as you know it.
Yes.
Right? So past this point, this is the season finale of season 2, and season 2 is the last season of shooting the shit. However, just as a quick side note, before we get into probably the other big main discussion point, everybody please feel relieved, if you may, to know that shooting the shit will indeed live on, not just because you'll always be able to go back and watch the episodes that we've made, but we're not going to entirely stop. Just to clarify, what is going to happen is they will be much more limited and in special occasions capacity. There's going to be certain times where, hey, we might shoot the shit with you guys because of New Year's. We might shoot the shit with you for, I could go on and on. Literally, there's basically any reason we could think of. It's up to us. That's the cool thing about shooting the shit. We could just do it whenever we feel like, as can you, right? That's the whole kind of concept behind it. And so we look forward to having more specials like that within the future at random, sporadic, once in a blue moon, perhaps moments. But
like the Halloween stream or like a New Year's stream or anything like that, like special occasions, like Jace was saying, where we want to get together and just shoot the shit with all of you guys. We're definitely going to continue that.
Exactly, right? That format in itself is not completely dying out. But in case this all leads you to being asking yourselves now, well, so what? Does that mean you guys are only streaming every now and again? Right? What's happening here? Very excited to be able to pass along the news, folks. We have something that we've been working on for a bit now, and still work to be done, of course. It is a work in progress, but enough work has been put into it to the point where we feel comfortable announcing it to the world here. So what we're going to go ahead and do is just show you a little something, and then explain what the heck is exactly going on with this as soon as I get right back over to where it was. I clicked away, and then it took me away from this. There's the picture. All right, everybody ready? Get a guy a drum roll, please. Can we do Wha-bam!
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness gracious. What the heck were you just looking at? What were we so excited about?
I'm glad I spelled everything
And
right.
that's the stream.
Everybody, that right there, which I'll probably just go ahead and throw back up a few times here and there just for the sake of showing it off because we're so damn excited about it. Logo in progress, though. Shout out to Anthony for whipping that together, man. Looking sick. And guys, that's our new show. So we're super thrilled to go ahead and be able to present to you that our new live stream seasonal format type of approach here is going to be done within this new show, once again known as, here we go, I can't show it off enough,
Oh, geez.
On the Scene with the Cinema Squad.
John.
John,
Why
my
are you
voice
so
is
good
not
at
that
that?
high.
I
My
don't know
voice is
how
not
hard
that
you had to
high.
squeeze your balls to make your voice that high.
Well, just like Transformer testicles, I can adjust it.
Yeah, okay. You're incredible.
So I do want to, of course, give just a little bit of an explanation to what you can expect. Don't want to give the whole run through. We are not prepared to go into that many details, mostly because we want to keep you on the edge of your seat, right? But a couple things as far as like what you can expect from the show itself. First and foremost, folks, shooting the shit is one thing that we love so much because we get a chance to just kick back and not really have too much of a format to it, right? It's just very much hang out. It's literally the epitome of shooting the shit right there.
Yeah.
With this new show, on the other hand, we are prepared to go ahead and bring you what we really, really want to go ahead and pride ourselves on as the Cinema Squad and what we can go ahead and deliver content-wise to the masses. We want this to be something that is very much still a fun time, as shooting the shit has always been, but something that is much more in a produced type of format. Still go ahead and give you some laughs along the way, but also very informative and just make it a good time all around. Be talking about as far as the top movie news that is happening and any new stuff that's coming out, castings, the behind the scenes drama, anything that you could possibly expect. Have a couple of different segments as far as maybe recommendations of what to watch, of what we've gotten around to, whether it's brand new or not, and pass some things your way. Feel free to always go ahead and pass stuff along to us as well. A couple more segments too. Don't want to get into everything here. Don't want to get into everything. Expect more skits. I know that's one thing that definitely we want to make sure that we do kind of clarify that the skits will always be a supplement as far as to the stream, right? They will complement the stream, but they will definitely be coming back to you in waves, and you'll be seeing as far as an abundance of characters, maybe some familiar faces, maybe some new ones come to the table. And just a lot more at hand here. We're, like I said, very excited to kind of introduce this new restructured format to you all. And with that, though, that's kind of where I'm going to start the conversation. I don't want to be the only one to just kind of introduce what the heck is going on. I'd love to go ahead and well, mostly because we've only talked about it so much. I'd love to go ahead and see what my buddies think. So let's see. Dan, I'm going to throw it to you first, right? How excited are you about this new show? And, what do you want to tell the people about it?
So this is literally the first time I've ever heard of this.
Get out of here, Dan.
Jace, what are you talking about? No.
They're keeping me against my will.
Shut up.
Anthony's on the other room next to Dan. Dan's terrified.
Seriously, though. Seriously.
You know he means it too.
No, I'm so excited to do this. I love talking movie news. It's gonna be really fun. And the skits are always fun. And there's a couple other segments we didn't talk about, but we'll get into, and they'll be surprised. But I'm really excited for like every segment. They're gonna be really entertaining and fun, and it's just gonna be amazing to talk with these guys and you guys about new stuff each week.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Love it.
Awesome.
Love it. I echo all the sentiments there heavily, without a doubt. I don't know. It's one of those where I can't help but, I mean, I'm just too tempted. There's definitely, as far as, we're going to have like a game show element in there, folks.
That's what I was going to mention, yeah.
That's right. That's right. Just when you thought about like, movie news, so what? I can go anywhere and see movie news. Well, first of all, you can't just get the movie news from anywhere. Like, what, you're going to hear our opinions from everywhere? I don't think so, right? You know what you're getting yourselves into, and if you don't, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Now you're about to find out what you're getting into. But it's not just that. Like I said, we're going to have as far as a couple different elements. And again, I'm super excited about the game show one. That's going to be something that we change periodically, as far as, so be prepared for that too. And it's I don't know if it's gonna be like a per season type of thing that we changed or whatever the case is. It's one of the things in progress, but very excited to bring the game show element. Shawn, what's your favorite thing you're excited about, dare I say, or what's the number one thing you'd like to pass along as far as opinions to the audience here?
Yeah, I love what you just said. Like, yes, you're getting movie news, but you're also getting it from us. And we all have extremely varied opinions on everything. So you're going to get every opinion possible, probably, from all of us. When it comes to the game show aspect, I love this because, yes, we're going to be playing games with each other and they're going to be movie, TV, entertainment related. But also, we're going to be integrating the audience too with these games. So we want the audience to be a part of these games as well. So I'm really excited about bringing another aspect of our live chat into this live stream. And I'm also just excited to have like another forum where we all talk about the most recent movies and what we're passionate about every week. Because sometimes I feel like, we get to talk about Mario a little bit, which is awesome, but like we never have a place to just really like talk about all the things we're excited about. So I'm really excited to get to do that in a season television show live stream format.
Yeah, no, it's actually one thing I can't help but just piggyback off of that. I love everything that you threw out there, especially because we've been doing, I feel like, especially better with coordinating out schedules and trying to do streams on certain movies, like the Scream stream that we did and everything like that. We had something about as far as with, the first half of Mandalorian and something maybe coming up as far as the second half of Mandalorian. And it is nice to have streams that are dedicated solely to that stuff. Nonetheless, sometimes it's also nice to not have to dedicate an entire stream to one singular project, or maybe it's just difficult. Is a better way to put it, right? As much as we'd like to maybe have a whole conversation about each and every film, as long as we can, since there's the different schedules at hand, it's nice to be able to go ahead and still have a way and a platform to discuss with all of you about an abundance of movies that happen to be new releases and stuff that I'm sure you're all hopefully curious to hear what we think about. John, what does Joe think about all this?
Well, I think it's absolutely great, guys. Me and PG are so happy. What? Don't you ever laugh at me again. Don't you ever laugh at me.
Is that like a little bit of Mario in that voice?
This attitude is why you're behind bars, my friend.
Oh.
On my end, I am very...
Jace will take that voice over Chris Pratt, I think.
Sorry, go ahead, John.
I'm stoked for the future of what we have in store for everybody. I think what we wanted to do from the very beginning, because this is something that we started talking about around the time that we started planning the Rubber Duckies. So it was that long ago. And while we love the Shooting the Shit format, we just thought that we want to put something, like Jay said, more produced. And I said this a couple weeks back, is that I feel like the Cinema Squad needs to start being a lot more exclusive and not as inclusive as we are. Not to say that being inclusive is bad, because of course these streams have gotten us this far, and we're not stopping anytime soon. But we want to have something to bring more people in. We want something to make people stay. And so that's why we're going to be talking about movie news. We're going to be talking about the films that we've watched. We're going to incorporate that game show segment, however that ends up looking like. But it's so exciting that we are going to start to get more traffic, presumably more traffic into our channel, because it's just no longer a whole bunch of inside jokes. Not to say that they're bad, because I love my inside jokes. That's who I am. But what?
That timing was, come on, man. That was like inside jokes.
That would be on my side.
I got me one or two of them.
There's a truck downstairs, and sorry, please continue.
Trump was robbed.
Something to do with Lady Gaga, let's just say.
Or something. Yes. but yeah, I guess, I don't want to keep reiterating. I'm excited for the future of the Cinema Squad, and I'm very much excited that this is gonna look like an actual show that you could sit down and watch and get your movie news and get your movie recommendations and not have to sit through like, I don't understand that inside joke. It's great, man. What a great idea. And I think it's fair to point out that this all stemmed from Mr. Jace. Mr. Jace, I've got to give you a lot of credit here because we give credit to a lot of us here for certain things that we do. And Jace, it all stemmed from him. Whatever it becomes, it will be a Cinema Squad, united front thing, but it all stemmed from Jace. So, Jace, great idea, and excited to see it into fruition.
Oh, well, thanks, bud. Thanks. Yeah, I definitely did not want to kick anything off like that because this is a collective thing. And, I definitely can't stress that enough. But I thank you guys, and I've said this already before, but I'll take the chance to say it publicly. Have it on the record.
Yeah.
Not just the IG record, but the YouTube record. Yeah, I know. It's a work in progress, and it's going to continue to evolve. That's for sure. But the outline that at least it has been passed along amongst all of us collectively so far, been grateful enough to be able to put together. I can't thank you guys enough as far as the trust within to be able to think that I could maybe as far as kind of whip something up. But that is just the starting point. And I'm thrilled to see how it continues to, again, build, grow, evolve from that point. I'm just super beyond honored to be able to kind of lay the ground foundation to at least kind of formulate what we definitely want to grow and evolve into. Because that was the biggest thing. In case anyone's wondering, what's the purpose of this? What's the point? Were you guys just like rebranding something just for the sake of doing it to make some news about nothing?
Not at all.
We truly for like a long time have wanted to find better and better ways to make this something where it's not really just a hobby. We all take this very seriously. It's a hobby for sure, but it's one of those where it's a huge passion for us. And at the end of the day, if we don't take it seriously, then we can't really expect anybody else to as much. And we feel like that's a good part of what this is. Not that we never took anything else seriously. I mean, my gosh, that's far from the case. We can all say that, to be fair, but it's one of those where we want to take it to the next level. That's for sure. And really, just impress the hell out of you guys. That's all as an audience. I want to make you proud of us. I want to make you proud. Anthony, do you think they'll be proud?
Oh, most definitely. Yeah. And I am beyond excited for this. I just want to start by saying, like, I mean, I think I could do anything with you. As long as you guys are here, I'm happy. That goes without saying. But yeah, I'm especially excited for this fresh start because this was new to me. Just I'll never forget, like in the early days. Everybody sit down because I'm gonna rant for an hour. In the early days, when we first started this, it was just like, we're going live, Anthony, and come on come on with us. And I was just like, well, what's the topic? What's the thing? What are we? It's like we're shooting the shit, and it's just like I don't. There's no topic. We're just gonna talk, and I'm just Mr. Script. You see my channel, it's all written, it's all scripted. It takes me a month and a half to get anything out, but that's just what I was very used to. So this was just like this is just like a breath of fresh air for me. I think it kind of helped get me out of my shell a little bit with YouTube, and I'm like grateful for it, and I'm grateful for you guys. And then that said, I feel like that was almost like a practice run, and now in a weird way, we're going back to a bit of a scripted thing, but not exactly. It's really not scripted. It's just a little bit more structured. So I couldn't be any more excited. Again, I think I could do anything with you guys and just be happy. But this is gonna be awesome. I can't wait. It's just gonna be great. I know it. I'm there, and I'm happy to be involved. So that's
you big softy.
Anthony, you just
get me all giddy over here.
big softy. Is everybody hard? All right. Good.
You're gonna make me want to take my shirt off.
We need the sub, so please, by all means. If I take mine off, we're gonna lose them.
I'm slowly growing into my dad bod, Anthony.
Okay. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Jace, everybody, I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to get it started. And thank you to everybody in the chat, everybody along the way who supported us. You guys are incredible, and I hope you continue on with us. And look forward to seeing you guys all in the future.
Well said, man. Well said. Yeah, it's definitely something we look forward to keeping the regulars, the series regulars, right? And then expanding the audience and have a lot of new people to be able to join along and become regulars as well, right? As we keep on growing and building this thing here. If there's anything else that I'd love to be able to throw in, as far as we've already thrown out the other segments, I'll at least mention this. You guys are damn well familiar with as far as question of the day, and that's the one part that I definitely can't take any of the credit for in that sense. We are going to be keeping that segment. And hopefully it's something where we all can manage to scrounge up some as creative things as John has, because so far he's been the leader of Mr. Question of the Day himself.
You don't even want to know what the group chat question of the day has been looking like
lately. We don't want to know what get canceled.
What's the most recent group chat?
No, we don't want to talk about it.
The Transformer testicles go back.
No, that's a lot cleaner. It's a lot cleaner.
That's right. That's a lot more appropriate in this sense.
I guess I want to mention real quick is how we kind of want to make this new show segmented in a way that after it streams, we could cut up each part into its own video. So if you miss the actual live stream, it will all be segmented into like maybe a 5 to 10 minute section of the Cinema Squad touches on movie news, and then another like 5 to 10 minute on the Cinema Squad touches new releases, the Cinema Squad game show segment, the question of the day segment, and whatever other segments we have. Again, we actually want to make it an actual show.
But yes, exactly, and appreciate you
for all of our fans. And like, say there's a segment that you might not be super interested in, and then you don't have to watch it. You can go back onto the channel and find, like, I'm just really interested in when the Cinema Squad talks about their movie recommendations, so you can go straight to that, access it super quick. And and then of course, if you want to be a part of the live show and be in the chat and get to be a part of the game, you can be a part of that. So you can do that as well. So it's kind of just allowing the audience to be a part of this whole process in a way that they haven't been able to before.
Very well, it's because you guys read my mind. I'm glad that this was something I was about to say exactly what you were going to say. So that was perfect there. I'm looking forward to the fact that it's something where exactly you kind of pick your poison, if you will, right? If it's something where you just like to prefer to watch only a certain segment again, or the live stream, again, just echoing as far as what you threw out there. But well said. I'm super looking forward to it. I've been, as far as kind of conjuring up certain different things. I always knew it was going to be segmented and everything like this, but I feel like the structure of this all together is going to be very nice. I look forward to the fact that this is going to be, instead of much more of like a laid back format, that will still again have a relaxed tone to it, but again, just that you can be much more expecting a presentation of sorts. It just, again, taking it up a notch. And
I don't think we mentioned it, but I think once this does come into fruition, the goal is to have it be weekly, but if it's not weekly, then bi-weekly, but definitely not 5 months apart.
Right.
Yeah, no enormous big breaks in between seasons, that's for sure, or episodes.
And I'd like to put this out here as well. You mentioned that the actual shooting the shit format is just gonna turn into a more sporadic thing, off the whim type thing. If we ever just want to come and talk to the guys and gals for a little while type thing. Rubber Duckies, that's our flagship. That's staying. The second annual one was amazing. I watch it over and over all the time.
Yes.
I mean, if there's 500 views, 400 are mine, because I've watched that show over and over and over again. The Halloween costume party contest, that's staying. And I'd love to put this to anybody that's watching and has an opinion. We want to have a third big event, because for us, the Rubber Duckies and the Halloween contest, those are our two big events that we like to do. We want to do a third one, but we just don't know what exactly that third big event should be. If you guys have any suggestions at all, please put it in the comments.
Like summertime.
Summerish, yeah, because Rubber Duckies is, first quarter, Halloween is in that not first quarter, first third, Halloween is in that last third, and we need something for that second third.
Yes.
Yes.
And John, you can't forget about Off to the Races. Off to the Races stays.
Oh, that stays big time. That
affiliate with that.
That's our breadwinner right there.
Well, and is it maybe fair to say, and this is not to impose, God, I feel weird saying that since we're a group, and I don't know why we'd have to make it feel that way, but that like Off to the Races is potentially expanding, if you will. I'm trying to, interject myself and Off to the Races.
Oh yeah, Jace wants to be part of Off to the Races, but little do you know, Jace has been part of Off to the Races since the beginning. He's the little voice in the beginning and end.
In case you're ever wondering, where'd they get that little signpost of our Off to the Races?
Jace.
Like, is
we'd
that from a show or something?
We'd love to have Jace. Yeah, so that's we don't even have to mention that. We'd love to always have any of you guys talk Oscars. Come on now.
And also, we're going to have Anthony just sit there and wonder what we're talking about the whole time.
No, that's what I do best.
Tar? What's tar?
That's what I do best.
Was there a nude scene in it?
We have thankfully, as far as from some more peeps, got some positive feedback, some positive reinforcement. Lisa's saying it all sounds great. I'm up for a talk show about new stuff, a game show. That's right. As far as a whole abundance of things, a little bit of something for everybody, right? While still, staying true to ourselves, but just a nice evolutionary step forward. That's for sure. Nassim can't wait for it. Talking about it's awesome. Well, thank you, babe. I think it's going to be awesome as well. That makes 7, including Lisa, 8. We'll start having to keep a tab. Dan, keep a tab, please.
Dan, write it down.
Write it on your chest.
Let's see. Looking forward. Thank you so much, Lisa. Appreciate the support there. Ooh, Sin's Corner.
Hey,
Sin.
What's up, Sin?
Super late to the game, so I guess I missed whatever the big news was, but I had a good excuse. I was watching. Oh my gosh, somebody help me out.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that trailer looks incredible.
It's so good. You guys have got to see it. I'm so curious to hear what Sin has to say about that one.
Well, hopefully it is something good. Something good.
Best animated picture for Rubber Duckies.
It's my favorite film of the year over John Wick, by the way.
Ooh, nice. I'm not too surprised. Like, I know there's going to be a movie that's going to beat it for me as well. Yeah. So I'm not too surprised. Okay.
Hey, that's still saying a lot.
Bo's afraid.
Oh, whoa. Making some heavy claims with that one there.
Yo, this looks great. Looks great.
No, John wasn't here when we talked about, I believe, as far as the people walking out, I don't think, right?
Yeah, John.
Really?
Yeah, John, apparently some people have been like walking out of test screenings of the movie.
Yeah, I almost walked out of Triangle of Sadness and that got nominated for Best Picture. That's okay.
Yeah. True.
Well, let's see, real quick to circle back to at least Sin here, in case you have not gotten a chance to. Well, I mean, we've been talking about it for a bit. I'm not too sure since this has come through this comment if you've gotten a chance to realize what exactly is going on. But we got a new show. We're doing a new show, Sin. Shooting the Shit is going to still live on in a different format for specials for sure. But when it comes to our weekly, as far as, and like I said, John was putting it very nicely there. We're going to stay committed to doing it as often as we can. If any breaks, very minimal in between. But got our new show titled On the Scene there that will be coming to you all shortly. We will have a lot more news to follow up with on like our social media posts and stuff like that coming up soon. But yeah.
The Cinema Squad on the scene and Jace on Nassim.
Oh God.
Nassim, I know you like that one.
Nassim was gonna kill
you.
Nassim like that one.
I know she is like blushing like none other right now. And she probably just like turned the volume all the way down on her phone.
Oh boy.
Also got Katie here from Popping the Popcorn.
Hey, what's up, Katie?
Katie.
Hey, Katie.
Glad to have you here. Oh, I was about to throw up something I already done before. I can't stand when it does that thing where it just like makes you lose your spot in the comments. This is wonderful. Yep, definitely happy about what the rubber duck is saying. Come on, how could you be upset about that? What kind of people would we be if we were like, hey, we got this awesome new show? By the way, forget the rubber duckies.
Never. Never, ever.
Our best show.
Yeah. Don't think so. Don't think so. Eric's saying this is reminding me of the DCEU semi-rebooting as the DCU. Now that you're talking about what's staying and what's not.
Jace is James Gunn.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately, Henry Cavill is still out.
Zachary Levi is in.
Joe is Henry Cavill. We had to boot him out.
Oh.
Yeah, we're looking for we're looking for a younger British channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's not an origin story. But it's, I mean, not an origin channel. No, I'm not too sure. I'm trying to keep the size there. That is funny though, I guess, when you talk about it. But to be fair, the only thing that we're really keeping, if we're gonna be, like super, super technical here, is the question of the day. It is the only part of shooting this. Well,
and
the skit.
And the 80s freeze frame, probably.
And probably the 80s freeze frame. Guys, actually, nothing's changing. It's still
and just the title. This is all staying the same.
No, but actually, so that is fair. There's probably those
shooting the shit on the scene with this.
There probably is those three things that most likely will be staying. So you got as far as question of the day, the skit, and there's a good chance that 80s freeze frame has got to stay around. But
80s freeze frame can be like a YouTube short. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just like 10-second thing for YouTube shorts.
Yeah. Well, and we'll have to do it like once we've reached 50 episodes or whatever, right? And then we'll just have like all the just one of those super fast montages.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Gosh. Look at them over the time.
I love it.
Hopefully someone will be like, look at how young they all are.
Oh.
we should just be in 22 Jump Street at the end when they're going through all the sequels, and then there's just a random actor like Seth Rogen or something instead of Jonah Hill, like something like that. It could just be random one of the years.
Lisa has a good idea here too.
Ooh, a suggestion of our third big event, I see. So a check-in with all of our top movies of the year at the halfway point of the year.
I love that idea.
And that could really,
thank you.
Now, would that be something almost like, would it just strictly be here's our top movies of the year, or would it almost be like a speculation as to, runnings for the rubber duckies, or like no connection to that at all?
That was my idea to give our recommendations mid-year or October area, just to like have people prepare for the rubber duckies. Like these might be nominated.
That's not a bad idea. And also I don't know, in saying that, Lisa, it reminds me of the Cinema Squad's first ever episode where it was summertime as well, and we had our top 3 to top 5 most anticipated films for the rest of the year. I think that could also be a good way of showing everybody what to look out for the next 6 months.
Absolutely. So we can talk about our favorite movies from the first 6 months, and then our most anticipated for the last 6 months. And then we can kind of do almost like a little sweep, even like where we kind of pick like the Cinema Squad's top 10 most anticipated.
There we go.
There's a lot of things we could do with that idea. I love it.
Yeah, we just kind of have to find a way to, I don't even think this is a word, but event-tize it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's simple. We just got to, we'll get blue jackets for this one.
Yes, there we go. Perfect.
Can we just dye the yellow ones and save some money? No.
I'm with Anthony.
But Anthony, what you can do is you can go ahead and just you can make your kids help out with this. It's a cool little project. Take some just like blue construction paper and then just tape it on top of the yellow suit.
Done and done.
Yes. Perfect.
Well, at least I'm glad that we've got some ideas flowing. Lisa, thank you so much to get the creative juices going for us here. And I do like that idea. I think that may be something that we'll have to continue onwards with as far as on the group chat to see what that could kind of blossom into.
Yes.
Drew seems to be on board. Those ideas sound good. Maybe you guys can do a YouTube talk show. And essentially, I guess it's right. It is and it isn't at the same time, if that's fair to say. It's not like a talk show in the sense of like a late night with Jimmy Fallon or something like that. But you know, it is something where we would like you guys as the audience to still be involved as much as possible. You know, we're going to have it contained very much to the subject matter at hand, but in that way, it can be looked at as a talk show with just a lot of other things blended in there. Although I guess when I think about it, even like Jimmy Fallon does games and stuff. You know.
So we're like, with movies.
But movies.
That's right. That's right. Well, we're still different, guys. We're still different. Okay.
I love that this is like essentially a brainstorming session at this point right now.
Well,
It is.
I mean, that's kind of why we didn't even do a skit for this episode, because we just wanted to talk about and brainstorm. And, yeah.
Nice. Oh, it worked out because it's awesome, actually.
Oh, let's see. Real quick, I just want to at least thank you, Sam. I appreciate it. As far as, you know, just passing along further support there and everything. Thank you so much. I kindly appreciate that.
Gee.
Drew got an interesting question here. As far as to maybe, you know, who knows, as far as what we can integrate and have this take place on the new show and collaborate with some people. But although it's mainly going to be in the Cinema Squad thing, right? Got to perfect it first, and then we'll get some other people involved, maybe. YouTuber that you guys would love to collaborate with in movie reviews, ranking videos, live streams, any of that type of stuff. I actually feel like this would be interesting instead of to think as a collective what we would want on as a squad, you know, individually, as far as maybe if there's someone that you guys like that you would personally collaborate with. Shawn, I'm actually super curious, I guess, in your regard. You've collaborated with a lot of people. Is there anyone that you've yet to collaborate with that you think would be a really fun time?
I have someone that I'm going to collaborate with solo that I'm very excited for, who's coming up, and I would love for them to be a part of all of this. I definitely want as many people to be a part of this process as possible. I know John said exclusive versus inclusive, but like I do want people to know, like, the idea is we want to, you know, make it more structured, and that's why it's more exclusive, but we also want to make sure everyone still feels like a community and they're a part of this process too. So when it comes to this, I would say there's so many creators out there right now, and I would love for just to like discover more people that we can have on this show and to collaborate with, because there's so many creative voices out there that we don't even know of yet.
Yeah. There's a lot of small YouTubers that are just struggling to come up, and we're all sort of in the same boat one way or the other, you know. So yeah, anything we can do to support each other and help each other out, it's all good. Yeah, I mean, John, just curious, did you have any huge YouTubers that you would like to do a collabo with? Just curious.
Huge YouTubers?
Big, like somebody.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering too.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, I could just like list names, but not really. Like, am I selfish in saying like you guys are like the best thing? Like, I just want to collab with you guys.
No, that's the right answer.
I've gotten some flack in the comments in the group chat sometimes, because I've told Dan a couple times, like, dude, like I don't even really care for like a Chris Stuckman, man. Like, you guys are my YouTubers.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like we could say like big YouTubers or whatnot, but like I don't even watch, and it's not because like out of spite. It's out of because like I love this community, and like I just want to create as big of a family, cue Vin Diesel, as possible, because I don't know, it's what makes this such a special experience.
Yeah. And I feel like we're like the next generation on our way up anyway, you know? So, yeah.
Let's bring more people in. Let's show them what's up and have a good time.
You know something, Jace, I took over. That was me. But something that Lisa just wrote here that I agree with is that there's going to be a ton of great YouTubers on. Mike from Did You See That? He's going to have a big 10-hour stream. Me and Dan are on. And there's going to be a lot of people there. I mean, that is the definition of networking. If you don't come out, if we don't come out of there with at least one new friend, we must be assholes or something.
No, you guys did not.
Anthony, I think you're onto something.
Anthony, what about you, man? I mean, obviously you know knew with the big YouTubers, right? And kind of wondering about what about yourself?
No, I'm about on the same, I'm about on the same level with all you guys. Where just I really, I've grown to kind of become attached to this smaller community and the small YouTubers. I think it's a great thing to all kind of grow together and be on the come up together. I think that there's something kind of special about that. I think it's cool. I mean, yeah, sure. There's a couple of huge YouTubers that like years back, I watched like the Angry Video Game Nerd and stuff like that because I could relate to the guy. Just to throw out one name at least. But yeah, no, I'm for collaborations, man. Yeah, I'm happy to just do anything with anybody. There's a ton of people still on my list that I've been meaning to get to, and there's a few coming up that I'm trying to work on too in terms of collaborations. But I'm always happy to just work with you guys.
Aw. Dan?
What a softie. I love
Yeah. No. Are you hard again? Okay.
my nipples.
Just the nipples.
Just the nipples.
I'll keep at it.
Dan, are you going to stick with the trend of only we are the ones to work with?
I agree with everything, but I gotta say, I mean, these are the obvious ones, but Chris Stuckman.
We will be hiring a new Dan soon.
Well, I don't know, but like, because they are ones that inspired me to start this, especially Shawn. Chris Stuckman. I used to watch Jamie Johns. I don't watch him as much anymore, but I do watch him still. John Flickinger. I don't watch him that much anymore, but Chris Stuckman, Sean Chandler, and Austin Burke, I pretty much watch most of their stuff. So, but yeah, even I've been more into us, the smaller YouTube group lately, since starting at least, because I am a small, but yeah. So the big ones I know, but yeah, I'm happy to be just in this group.
Aw. Well, of course. Well said.
Here's the perfect timing.
Go off.
I want to see how well my fellow squad members know me, aka / read my messages.
-.
Who do you guys think I'd say?
The critical drinker.
The critical drinker.
The critical drinker. Yeah, damn right, guys. My buddies know me so well. That's my singular answer. There are plenty of people, right? As far as besides the people I am lucky enough to work with on a regular basis, I would never replace. And then there's a bunch of other people that I could definitely, as far as like maybe say how cool, how nice it would be. But as far as like reviews or talking movies and stuff like that, oh my gosh. I think I would just like die of happiness, possibly, if I got a chance to go ahead and have a discussion with the critical drinker. On a side note, if it wasn't like strictly talking movies related, but if it was like skit, I would absolutely also probably die of happiness to collaborate with Ryan George, who's the guy from Pitch Meetings.
That's a funny guy.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, I would absolutely love to do something with him.
Jace, you'd be a perfect like replacement for him.
See, but like I wouldn't want that to happen though. That's the one thing, is it would like I would forever feel bad even if that happened.
Jace, look.
Get the front door out of here. Are you kidding me? Holy shit. First of all, ridiculously envious.
Nice.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Wow.
That is incredible. Super jealous.
That's awesome.
The closest I ever got to interviewing him was sending a super chat to his channel and saying, "Can I interview you?" And he was like, if the schedule works, reach out to me. And I had no idea how to, so I sent a tweet to him. It is the only tweet I have ever made, ever. And
wow. Not a Twitter guy.
Nope. I see things on Twitter a lot. Don't really use it. And there's that story. But Sam, I'm super jealous. That's amazing. That is absolutely incredible. All right. Well, since we now whoa, did we lose Anthony?
Oh, bye, man.
He's taking a poopy.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That happens here and there for sure.
It does. It does happen. You need to do it sometimes.
Not
Even
for me.
do you guys know girls do it?
They do. Yeah.
That's gross.
Yes, I do like Film Speak as well. I don't watch him as much anymore.
I can't say that I know Film Speak, but I
Film
will go ahead.
Speak is a
and follow
YouTuber I'd like to
Oh,
see.
Dan would love if Film Speak came on.
Yo, okay.
Eric,
you know
you're
what I
judging
love
quickly.
about the Rubber Duckies? It's like we always get a big name for Best Picture. We got to keep on doing that.
Yeah.
We what? Oh, yeah.
We always get a big name.
Yeah.
Perry
That's true.
Nemiroff.
Perry Nemiroff. We want Perry Nemiroff. I
I
see her on
do.
the big screen.
I want Perry. This, yeah. I
Me
want
too,
Perry.
man. We should get in
She's
touch
cool.
now.
I think she would do it. She's
I
cool.
think she would do it too.
She's super dope, man. I've been
Yeah,
watching
she's
Perry since I was in high school.
Yeah. I would love if she
Dang.
could do it.
She's the one in Jace. When you go see a movie, you know the section before the trailers. For me, it's called Newbie.
Newbie,
Mhm.
yes.
Yeah,
Newbie.
It's like Maria Menounos, and she talks about like news and things like that. Well,
Right.
Perry has a whole segment on Newbie, and so I see her every single time I go to the movies.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it'd be
well,
great
cool.
to have her announce Best Picture next
And
year,
she's also on For Your Consideration with Jeff Snyder.
which is like an off to the races type thing.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Anthony,
Okay.
we missed you.
Jeez, it was just 1 minute.
That was a quick
I know,
one.
it was too long.
Okay, 1 minute too long.
Just to acknowledge at least what's on here, Sin, I'm definitely going to check out that video. Appreciate at least you throwing that out there. I'm glad that you got a chance to make a video out of it. That, again, it's phenomenal. And just to also close it out, she's saying, I don't always agree with his takes, but he's got some great video essays. And look, I can even say that too. As much as I fanboy over basically like a lot of what he talks about. I'm sorry, Dan, what?
It's for Film Speak. She's talking. This is for Film Speak.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, it also applies to the drinker. So funny.
Yeah. Or
Because I was
any of
at
us
least-
for that matter.
Yeah, that's the beauty of opinions, is that there are so many different ones. Oh my gosh, everybody, look what we got.
Is there DeRay? What's up? I was just watching our Shooting the Shit episode with DeRay for while I was working. It was a fun one.
Yes,
That was a great time. That was a great time. Thank you for stopping by, DeRay. Good to have you here.
Yo, I was anyway. I was watching that one with DeRay, and there was something I said that I even cracked myself up. I was imitating Anthony, and it was when we were talking about like monster penises, like Frankenstein and Dracula. Do you remember that?
I have to go back and watch it.
Yo, so Anthony, you had this joke the whole stream about how you were gonna make a video about top 10 dick ripping scenes. and then somebody
Did
comes
this
and
really
talks.
happen?
I swear to God, yeah, it did.
No, it did not.
I swear to
it
God,
did,
it's live. It's on video. And then somebody says something about Dracula, and then I forget. Someone says, "Oh, what about his penis?" And then I was like, "Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name's Fever Dreamland Theater, and today we're gonna talk about top 10 monster dicks."
So just to let you guys in on a little bit, where that joke is probably came from was from another live stream. A good bunch of guys called Psychobabble with Terrence McGuano.
Yes, Terrence.
And there's a girl named Curly Girl. It's the running joke is that she's always cutting people's dicks off. So that's where that joke probably came from. And DeRay can correct me if that's what it sounds like, an episode of Psychobabble. There you go. Okay, we're not crazy. So that's what that's that inside joke there, bleeding into this stream.
Bro, that's my
Literally.
type of humor, and I have to hold myself back so much because I feel like you guys would look at me so different.
Oh, come on, John. We don't know you well enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
give me a minute.
I say some weird things, John.
Yo, Dan,
We know, Dan. We know.
Dan said something on the chat. Dan, it was about like a human
Well, don't
sized. Okay, you got it. You want to say it?
No, we don't have to talk about it.
I mean, it's already. We're already talking about penises.
You could say it. You could say it.
All right, so Dan was he says some weird crap on Saturday just out of nowhere because I forgot to do my question of the day. So he says some weird thing about, yo guys, can you imagine a human-sized penis, right? And then the hole of the penis, it's his mouth, and that's how he talks. Do you think that would be funny? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And like nobody answered for the longest. And Shawn comes back after a while and he goes, Dan, what the hell is your problem?
What the actual fuck, Dan?
Yeah, what in the actual fuck? I believe was the wording.
And then I'm doing like this thing now every single day until everybody answers me, but nobody answers me. So then I have to do it every single day, and it's a question of the day, and it's some weird crap. Like I'll tell today's because it's bad, but it's not as bad as some of the other ones. Yeah. So today's question of the day in the group chat was, what is a movie that makes you want to tickle an orphan but twist in the butthole? Well, 3 choices: Rocky 4, United 93, or A Ring of Endless Light. And nobody answers me, so then I have to go tomorrow and ask another question until everybody answers.
I love this logic. See, you hear how passionate he's just like, and no one answers. So like, I just have to keep doing this.
I have to get worse.
Nobody's making him do this.
The movie choices, though, like where in the actual fuck did you get the Ring of Endless Light?
It's like a Disney Channel
Isn't that
movie.
a Disney Channel movie from the 2000s?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
About dolphins.
He did read and weep for another one.
Can this be the moment where we get the reveal?
Movie about dolphins, John.
It is about dolphins. You've seen it?
Yes, I have seen it.
Whoa.
And you're talking about orphans and twiddling your butthole. Like,
does that one? Would you pick that one?
Yes, because the dolphins.
It makes sense. Yeah.
It does. It makes sense. But why?
Yeah. How do you pick the films that you do?
I don't know, man.
Please let us in on your creative process.
I don't know. I kind of just come up. I'm like, what is like? I just think of just random movies, man.
A Ring of Endless Light, the most obscure Disney Channel movie you could possibly think of.
And that movie has a kid from Luck of the Irish. Have you seen that one?
I used to love it.
I love
What's Ryan
that movie.
Merriman.
Yes. Have you seen him? He's like an old man now. He's not old.
He's an ancient man. Yeah.
He is. He was great back in Disney Channel. Anyway, it's not a Disney Channel stream.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Disney Plus kind of shoves all this stuff back in our faces again, and it's like, oh yeah, that thing existed. So
it's so cringe. I saw the trailer. I love it, Lisa. I saw the trailer for A Ring of Endless Light, and it's so cringe. It's about this girl that could communicate with dolphins in like a telepathic way.
Yeah.
What was that one in Orlando with the Oreos?
Oh my god, Magic in the Water. That was one of my choices for the question of the day last week.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's the one. Weren't we talking about that one at one point?
With the weird plot synopsis.
Yeah, it had a
Magic
super
in the water.
Yeah, about these. There's a sea monster and he eats Oreos, and they need the help of an old Native American. What was it? Jace?
Who
Jace
was
did
it
it.
that brought this movie
Yeah,
up?
because it was like, and we would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those.
Who brought that movie up? Someone like from the chat brought that movie up.
I brought it up. It wasn't in the chat. We were in person. We were in the house that we rented out together.
Oh, that's what. Yes, that's what it was.
And we were chilling out. We were chilling, eating Doritos and like trying to get drunk, but we couldn't because we had like these like 1% alcohol drinks. And yeah, right. And I was like, yo, there's this movie when I was a kid. I used to watch it all the time, and I loved it. It's about a sea monster who likes Oreos. And you guys are like, what? And so we're looking it up, and we found the trailer, and it looks abysmal.
It's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
The synopsis is just so. In the Velocipaster, remember that one? That's an.
It looks like a Velocipaster. Yeah.
No way. And then I'm gotta throw this in. And we should probably do the same for Velocipaster. So for everybody, in case you're wondering, Magic in the Water came out in 1995. 1 hour and 41 minute film. 21% Rotten Tomatoes, in case that makes any difference. On vacation at a beautiful lake in British Columbia, Ashley and Joshua, the children of a workaholic radio host, Jack Black. That's really part of this. Learn about its mythical inhabitant, a sea monster named Orky. Soon the kids learn that Orky is not only real, he's attempting to communicate with humans to warn them that an evil corporation is illegally dumping pollutants into his home. They try to save Orky with the help of an elderly Native American. That is the legitimate plot synopsis on Google.
Thank you.
That would win Best Picture nowadays.
Wait, hold on.
Or at least a rubber ducky. I don't know.
Oh no, but this one beats it by a long shot. So I'm glad you guys reminded me of this one. So Velocipaster. All right. This one came out in 2017. 61% on Rotten Tomatoes, believe it or not. After losing his parents, A priest travels to China where he inherits a mysterious ability that allows him to turn into a dinosaur. Although he is horrified by the new power, a sex worker convinces him to use it to fight crime.
All right. Well, you had me at sex worker.
I've got to use that for my question of the day.
We're gonna continue it, so yeah, just Dan, write it down.
Have you guys seen
God.
actual scenes of Velocipastor?
Didn't we see the trailer?
I watched the trailer.
I think we did.
I think we
Should
did.
we live react to the trailer?
We probably should, but let's get some questions. I know D was asking us some really good
Yeah,
questions.
there was a couple of good things.
But we should probably.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah, we should try to squeeze that in. Yes, DeRay, we did. Just the quickest of recaps, because we can always say, as far as I hate when people are like, just jump backwards in the stream. Essentially, Shooting the Shit is being replaced with, as what you see on the screen here, it's a new show as a weekly format that we're going to bring to you, known as On the Scene with the Cinema Squad. It's going to be much more of a segmented, produced type of live stream. Still going to be as far as kind of what you can expect with us just having a good old time together, but focusing on a lot of the most current movie topics, filling in on some other things that we feel might be good to watch. Really just a heavily centered around movie stuffs, obviously, as we are the Cinema Squad, but still keeping some of the fun stuff like skits, and we're gonna have a game show element and whatnot, and that's kind of like the small gist of it. There's that. But thank you, DeRay, for showing interest, and I hope that you stop by to check out the new show once we eventually have that in there and enjoy it as much as we enjoy making it.
I wanted to throw in one thing real quick since Rainbow Fred is here. She's very close to 1,000, so I wanted to say congratulations for that. But I also wanted to say, if anybody hasn't subbed for whatever reason, sub to DeRay and get her up to 1,000, and that'll be awesome. That'll be cool.
I'm gonna have to sub.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
You should have subbed already. But yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, no, definitely go ahead and check out Rainbow Fright.
Yeah,
One of
she's almost there. If she's not there already, she's very close. So that's awesome. So congratulations.
One of the best voices on all of YouTube, and I feel like that might be saying something coming from yours truly. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm just tooting my own horn there real quick.
I love it.
Let's see. Hold on. I did want to go ahead and jump back to real quick. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you. D.
Yeah. Where was it?
At least, I don't think this is the first one. I'm not sure if it was a repeat of the same question, so I'll go back and double check as far as with that. But
I think this.
Hey, you all popped in earlier. Not sure if you caught the comments. Catching them right now, bud. Sorry for the delay. What's the most rewarding / challenging aspects of your journey as the Cinema Squad? What are some behind the scenes things you can tell us? Well, I think a decent amount of behind the scenes stuff just happened to spill out there for a little bit. But
by the time we got to this question, it all just kind of vomited out onto the internet.
Yeah, absolutely. No, but that is a phenomenal question, man. It's one of those where, John, you were one of the 4 founders, co-found. What some combination of what the hell I just said. What would you say as the response to this fantastic question from D here?
Jeez. Yeah. It's a hard one.
John, you were the foreskin to the.
I'm sorry, I was not expecting that one. That really
get a grip, Anthony. Get a grip. Man, okay, what is the most rewarding aspect of the journey of the Cinema Squad? All right, rewarding. Being able to have an idea and see it out. That's awesome. And I guess you could say you could do that by yourself, but when it becomes a collaborative effort, you could see that. Just think about the rubber duckies. That's not a one-person thing, man. That's not even a Cinema Squad thing. That's an everybody thing. Everybody who makes the videos and sends them out to us, like that is one of the most rewarding things, to have this vision and see it. Like, I gotta say it again. The second annual Rubber Duckies, that is as close to perfect of a vision coming to fruition as we could get with any one of our videos. I don't think any one of our videos can come close than the second annual Rubber Duckies. That was almost perfect. Challenging aspects when it comes, it's really hard at times to. We are on the chat and we can talk about all the BS you can think of, but when it comes to important things, sometimes we're just tumbleweeds,
Yeah.
and you'll see like Dan. Anybody here? Like, we need to talk about what we're gonna do for shooting the shit, and nobody like writes back for the next day. And then like maybe we'll get Jace. Jace is on board, yeah. And then another tumbleweed, and then Jace forgets, and then I'm on board, another tumbleweed, and then I forget, and then nothing gets done. And so that can be so challenging because of our different schedules and our different personal lives, and you know that. So the fact that we even get things done, that's a miracle.
Yeah, it's true.
That's a miracle. And behind the scenes
time
stuff,
zones, there's a lot involved. But and I guess a lot of live streams and group efforts kind of go through that, but to some extent. But yeah, no, I'm pretty proud of us. We have a nice little body of work, you know, and I think it's pretty cool. That's all I wanted to say.
For sure.
Behind the scenes stuff. I don't know. I guess we have a lot. I don't know. Like, anybody have something off the top of their head? Like, I mentioned my questions or whatever. I don't know.
No,
I think, you know, the group chat in itself is probably like there's so much that we could, and it would not be right to, but could divulge into as far as that. If there was some way of just showing you like a previewed snippet of the group chat, that would be like the best way to be like, here's some behind the scenes stuff that would be kind of funny. Because just, you know, I know we always allude to it being some like raunchy, ridiculous stuff, but that's like, you know, kind of like when we're shooting the shit, it's us that are realist, you know what I mean? And we're just, even when we're not cracking jokes and everything like that, I think sometimes to some capacity, I'm only hoping that maybe there's people out there that feel this way. I know when I am I'm entertained by someone, I admire their work and everything like that. Sometimes I even just kind of wonder, you know, like we've talked about like our creative processes and stuff like that. Like, it'd be cool to just hear in like the regular conversations and how things go down. So, you know, I think that would be kind of as far as a cool thing to be able to showcase. But I'd say to go backwards though a little bit with the rewarding part, I think probably one of the most rewarding things that I take away from this, other than the fact of this becoming and sustaining as a thing, that in itself I feel is like very, very a big accomplishment and I'm happy about. But I also, you know, when we got a chance to meet in person, I really think that was like someone I hoped for, but didn't necessarily really expect. And I know that's not necessarily directly with like the channel, and it wasn't all of us. Anthony didn't get a chance to be there. Joe didn't get a chance to make it. It's definitely not. Exactly. I was gonna say, it's not like we planned it to be the only trip or whatever, but it was so cool for like that to come to fruition. You know, and to have like what you believe to be a very good core group of people that you consider to be really good friends. But, you know, I think everybody could relate, especially in this day and age, of having like some form, whether it's one person or again, a collective like group where you know these people, but you don't, right? Like in the sense of I've never physically met them. You know, I only know them on screens. So that was really cool and rewarding to like have that screen relationship turn into like, oh my God, it's you in the flesh. Like you're actually here.
Yeah.
Shawn could definitely beat me up.
What do you mean by that? Are you calling me a linebacker again?
Oh man, I was gonna say, are we really?
I called Shawn a linebacker, and he's like, "Did you call me fat?" He's like, "What are you, my wife?" No, I'm not calling you
he
fat.
has like you said he has like the body of a football player or something. Like the body frame of a football. You're like, you're wide, man.
Shawn is like a linebacker. He could do some serious damage.
Hey, but even more shocking,
angry man.
Even more shocking than that is Dan. Dan, how tall are you? Be honest with us.
6'1".
Yeah, taller than all of us.
Yeah.
Replace that 6 with a 7, and I might believe you there.
I don't know what's higher, Dan's height or his tube socks.
I thought you were gonna say Jace. Dan's height or Jace.
No, I think Jace admits he's the shortest.
Oh yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, without a doubt, I'd love to say otherwise, but
he's the most handsome, so that's
yes.
You know, you take one, you get one.
Yeah, it's true. I agree.
I mean, the hair alone.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we all went on a trip to Orlando, but Dan actually went on 2 trips, and that's where I'll leave it. Anthony, you got to come to round 2, baby.
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna do that again though. But anyway,
Oh, that's what you say now.
That was a bad one.
Oh, D, I wonder if D noticed because it was that night.
he noticed, yeah,
Yeah.
because I mentioned it on a live stream after, or a comment.
Speaking of the Orlando trip, though, we met D too, which was awesome.
That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that was in itself, even though that wasn't directly squad related, that was a super rewarding moment as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
we talk about how we all saw "Don't Worry, Darling," but we saw it with D.
Yep,
And
we
Anthony,
did.
Yeah.
and Anthony Perez, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. There's some cool behind the scenes stuff that I think people would probably appreciate. Be like, whoa, what's that? That's right, guys. The movie that we reviewed in person together, we saw with a couple of other YouTubers as well.
We should have filmed that with all of us, like at the movie theater. That would have been cool.
Yeah,
That it would definitely, would have been nice to have like a very brief out of theater reaction, featuring D and Anthony.
Yeah,
Shoot, missed opportunity, guys. Missed opportunity.
Anthony,
I would love to answer this question though.
I need Anthony to come with us next time.
Oh no, I'm looking
Yes.
forward to it. Yeah, definitely. I have to make the effort. No doubt.
Yeah.
And
Shawn,
then
go.
maybe if we can bail Joe out of jail too, we can get him to come along.
Oh,
There's not enough money in the world.
this year. You think this year is possible? I hope.
No.
No.
It's life. Life happens. We'll see.
yeah.
We'll see. You never know.
For me, the most rewarding, challenging aspects of the journey has just I don't think I had any idea what this would become. What's happening?
Oh no, I just saw a Free Joe message down from Rainbow Freight.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Hashtag Free Joe.
I didn't know what this would become, and I'm really proud of what we've done. And I think with the Rubber Duckies, we kind of proved to ourselves we can put on a show that is professional and that people can look back on and watch at a later time and just get something out of. And we can also bring the community together. And so I'm just really proud of what we've been able to accomplish so far. And I'm most excited to see what we can accomplish in the next coming years. Because I really do believe in this team. And I think we all have our own special qualities that make us a team. So for me, that's what's been the most rewarding. And challenging wise, just getting our schedules together.
Yeah.
For sure. That's the most difficult.
Yeah. Any behind the scenes things memorable to you?
Too many things that happened in that Airbnb that I don't want to talk about.
But it was such an amazing time.
I'll never forget that game bang.
Oh, jeez.
All the memories in the pool koozie.
Oh, the pool koozie.
Yo, okay.
That was not a pool.
That was not a pool. That was a bathtub. That was a bathtub.
It was a bathtub you could stand in.
Bro.
Deep enough to stand in.
And then I remember I made a joke about peeing in the pool, and Dan's like, "Yeah, I did." You did what? What'd you do? I peed in the pool. Oh, Dan. I love it.
Yeah, sorry. The day when we went to the smoke shop, that was an event in and out of itself. But John's family's watching, so we're not going to go into that.
I didn't do anything.
At the smoke shop. Yeah, actually, as soon as stuff started going, you guys bolted out of there.
We did. Me and Shawn bolted out, and then Dan came out, and he was gone. I don't know where he went.
Yeah, he was gone.
What happened?
Oh, great time. Great time. Well, I'll tell you what. To jump really quickly, because I feel like this is another one. It's just a very interesting one. I don't know how quick or now we want to make it, because I know that I guess we're seriously considering. I think it'd be great to react to those trailers. But there was another great D Movie Man question that came in earlier. Was not a repetition of this one. D, There's been a trend of films being reimagined or given continuations as limited series. How do you feel about this trend? Is there any film you'd be interested in using or seeing, I'm sorry, as a series? And then he threw out some examples for us: The American Gigolo, Fatal Attraction, League of Their Own series, also the upcoming Harry Potter and Blade Runner series as well. So as far as, I'll throw it back to the question itself, but that's, it's a very unique one there, and I do notice a lot of that myself.
I like the League of Their Own. That could work as a TV show.
Yeah,
I think that could work very well.
I mean, you guys brought up Hannibal earlier, right?
Yes.
So I mean, that's a great example. I think Psycho also. I didn't get a chance to. I'm sorry, not Psycho. Bates Motel. I got great reviews.
Loved it. Love Bates Motel.
Love Bates Motel.
So like when it works, it could really work so well, right?
Yeah.
100%.
As for a trend, I don't know. I don't hate it, but when it comes to the Harry Potter news, I just find it weird, especially because they could have at least done one more sequel to that. And there were talks before HBO went ahead with and ordered the series. There were talks about potentially getting back the original cast to do an iteration of The Cursed Child, which is the next book. And there was a lot of talk, and it was to the point where many people were saying, wow, this is not just part of the rumor mill anymore. This could happen if it's on the right desk. And then it didn't. And now we're going to have this show thing, which I'm open-minded to. I love Harry Potter, and I'm sure a whole season being one of the books, that could be great. It's just weird. I still find it weird. But I'm not against it if any other thing did it. Like, Anthony, could you imagine a Nightmare on Elm Street series? I know they did a series, like a Twilight Zone series.
But like
an actual following one like group of characters.
Yeah, I think I've even mentioned like before, like, yeah, that would be awesome. Maybe animated form would be pretty cool.
Whoa.
Yeah, I would absolutely love that. So there's a lot of potential. I mean, they sort of did this with Halloween, where they brought it back and restarted it. You know, people are obviously divided on those movies being rebooted, but there's a lot of potential. I'm not against it at all. I don't know, like just spitballing things like the Fly seems like a thing that I almost wonder, like, because there were 3 original movies back in the day, and then there were 2 movies back in like the 80s. I almost wonder if you could restart that, get a scientist who's working on, I'm going to pitch you guys right now. No, he's working on the matter transporter, and he wants to transport people back and forth. Basically, like on Star Trek, we saw people beaming back and forth, but we never really got to explore what the world would be like if people could actually beam back and forth, because we got more bogged down in Jeff Goldblum, turning into a cool monster. Not that that wasn't awesome, but yeah, I would love to see like something like The Fly made into like an ongoing TV series. Where would those experimentations go if they actually evolved to the point of I don't know, like people actually transporting back and forth? How much would that change things on Earth? And also, what would be the side effects? Would maybe people becoming mutants, or suffering from horrific side effects that would fit into the sci-fi horror genre? But that would that's sort of my nerdy thing that I would like to see for like an ongoing series, because I know like these things can work. That like at first time, sometimes we hear of these series and like we're like, that sounds kind of weird, but then it happens. Like going back to Hannibal, and it turns out awesome. So there's a lot of potential there. Awesome question, D. Thank you.
Blank check. Here's a blank check, Anthony.
There's somebody. Yeah, I mean, even if you've never seen the Fly movies at all, like, that I would love to see something like this. There's a couple things I could think of, but that's sort of the main one that sort of popped into my mind when I saw D's question, and I started going off on a tangent.
Well, and this is it is a very cool trend that's going on. I don't know. I think it's a hit or miss, I guess, sometimes, but I find it to be something where it's when it works, it really works. I think probably one that I'd be interested in seeing is I believe coming to fruition. But I don't know if it's exactly what I would anticipate it to be. But it's going to be the prequel series focusing on Pennywise. So
dude, that's coming along. That's coming along.
Yeah. Welcome to Derry.
Yeah,
but it's so I don't know exactly, like, as far as in totality what it's going to be in. There was like a moment where I know in the group chat there was like some Dan, I think you shared it, where there was like speculation that Bill Skarsgård might not be playing Pennywise. That's not, I know, confirmed or anything as of yet, but I hope he does, because that's part of the reason why I'm so down for it. It doesn't mean I wouldn't be interested in anybody else taking on the role. That's for sure. But that's something where I think it works really well. So I love that kind of concept. I know it started, of course, it's a book, and then it was made into like its own mini series for TV in a way, but that's almost looked as like a TV movie. And then there's, of course, been the movies. But I always felt like that could be something where that you could almost episodically tell whether it was an anthology series or a continuing story, but like different instances of Pennywise over the years and how he's messed with the people of Derry and stuff like that. As far as I gotta say, with the Harry Potter one, I was kind of confused because there's 7 books. Is 7 books including the Cursed Child, or is that the 8th?
That's the 8th.
The 8th.
Okay.
I mean, it's not even a book; it's a screenplay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the part that I guess I'm like a little lost at, not like it's a huge deal, but you know, they make it seem like, okay, it's going to be a season is a book, but they also made a post saying the decade-long
so
I think they're rounding up.
That's what I thought too. I think, or they're waiting a year, like maybe one season will have a year, but I don't know how they would do that because the kids have to be the age.
I think they're just rounding up.
They said it's going to be 10 seasons long.
Wow.
So I don't know, like if they're going by book, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, then you would have to split up like the big one. Like you would have to split up probably Order of the Phoenix and Deathly Hallows again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only way. Which, I mean, so be it, right? If they do well, then they do well with it. But I just thought that was kind of unique to like make that distinct post very specifically. And then it's like, wait a second, there's not 10 books, you know? Plus, I'll tell you what, man, that's something where if you're signing up to be a part of that, especially, you know, some of the characters, like talk about some dedication. And I don't get me wrong, I know it's the same thing with like Daniel Radcliffe when he did the movies. However, there was time in between the movies. He would do a movie, and even if they did some later on, they were like back to back. I know the Deathly Hallows, I believe they filmed like part 1 and 2 very close to each other, but it's much more spacious, even if the movies did kind of come out in a pretty consistent time period. With this, it's like, dude, the next 10 years of your life is nothing but this damn show. Like you are doing this and nothing else.
That sounds like trauma to those kids.
Yeah,
well, right. Because think about it. Otherwise, how can they really stay on course for production to make sure that there is a fully produced, finished season each and every year? That's a difficult task to pull off.
Yeah.
To me, it sounds like a giant ploy to get people excited about Max. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Why would they announce it right when, like, the casting hasn't been done? No, like, there's nothing about it besides the idea, yet they have a teaser trailer for it. It's like literally just trying to get people to sign on for Max.
Do you know what that is? They're reading off of the Star Wars playbook.
Yeah, no, the minute you said that, I was thinking, yeah, that's Lucasfilm. We can count the projects that have unfortunately gone down the drain, and along the way, I'm looking forward to that, and it's not happening. Oh, my favorite director, nope.
Though I do hope everything they announced at Star Wars Celebration comes to fruition, because that looks amazing.
Oh wow, hey, even the new Rey movie.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, cool.
Yep.
I mean, me too. Yeah, but I agree.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the first Jedi one.
Yeah, same. Yeah, James Mangold's gonna be behind
All
that,
of that
apparently.
sounds good. Yeah.
Dave Filoni Mandoverse movie.
I can't even sit here and confidently say that I feel like those are for sure going to come out.
Yeah.
Yes. I know,
well, because of the history, right? The bad history. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's that, but I mean, like, how excited are you for Rogue Squadron?
That's not happening.
I know. That's my point.
Yeah.
You know, it's because like that was, mind you, that was just as far, if not, I'm going to take it a step further along than the production on any of the 3 movies they announced. Rogue Squadron already had Patty Jenkins attached. She already had a script in play. A lot was kind of already like
commercial thing.
Yeah, exactly, right? So that like a lot of pre-production went into that. These guys, there's like little to nothing that they have substantiated for this. They're getting us excited like everything's okay, when it's like, I feel like, dude, you're doing a great job of putting a smile on when everything's in shambles. Let's be honest here. The movie that they're fast tracking, okay, the one that's coming out in 2025, which is basically, let's round up, even if they came out around this time, about 2 years from now. They still don't have the director announced for that one. The script.
Which one, Jace?
Oh no, I'm sorry. They do have the director, Miss Marvel lady, but which is not That
Yep.
doesn't make me feel that good at all.
The Captain Marvel or Miss
Oh,
Marvel?
Miss Marvel.
Okay.
But is this the Rey movie? You mean?
Yeah, the Rey
new,
movie.
New
So-
Jedi Order.
Yeah, so there's the Miss Marvel. I feel so bad as far as don't mean to not say her name, but there's the Miss Marvel director who did a couple of the episodes, and she's doing the movie. Which again, I'm sorry, but like between that being her only credentials and then like a couple of very short documentaries, I believe that's all that she has to her name, and it's like, okay, so I don't know how confident to feel that you're taking on a Star Wars movie. Then I promise I'll keep this condensed here. You're doubling down on some of the content that literally is probably some of the most controversial shit in all of Star Wars. At the end of the day, no matter how you feel about it, there's no denying that the entirety of the sequel trilogy is controversial material. And it's just weird to like, no, let's just double down on Rey right now. And then when you look into the fact of Damon Lindelof, for anyone that knows him, is a really talented writer, and he was attached to the project that is the Rey movie. Recently exited the project, but more specifically, they like got rid of him, replaced him like, I don't know, like it was nobody's business, and now they're just retweaking it. So it's one of those things where I want to feel good because it was a Damon Lindelof script, not like he makes nothing but masterpieces or whatever, but now he's not even a part of it, so who knows what they're going to change. What I'm getting at here is like the movie that is coming out first out of the 3 movies that they said is the one that seems to be the most divisive.
Episode 10. It's episode 10.
Episode 10, even though they claim that the last episode was episode 9, right?
It's episode 10.
It just also like seems to not be that put together. And it also seems like the 2 movies that were announced to be coming after this are more or less like kind of dependent on the success of this first movie.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a sneak peek for Thursday. Join us on Thursday.
That's true. That's true. But I do digress, right? Obviously, I'd love to keep going, and I won't stop anyone else, but I will stop there. It's just one of those I have, like mixed emotions about that.
We'll move on before Dan pees in the pool. No. He loves Star Wars. He loves it.
Well, there you go. Eric's right on the same page as you. Are we just gonna keep it at what is going on?
Oh,
wait, how the heck did you do that?
What? Oh no! What is going on?
We have hackers.
It just what is happening? There's just a banner of people at the bottom.
This is just the part where the stream goes too long. And we should have stopped an hour.
We have a trailer.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's move on to that. This seems appropriate timing for it. Let's start to kind of
though, just to mention it.
Let's bring things to a funny close because is it fair to say that we'll probably do this as a funny way to kind of slowly but surely end things out?
This is what Shawn was doing this whole time, finding these obscure trailers.
That's right. That's right. Well, so okay, cool. So Shawn, you're able to take over then and do the whole whatever.
Yeah. What do we want to do? Do we want to do magic in the water with the Oreo eating sea monster or the Velocipaster?
Ooh.
Do we have to choose?
Yes.
Oh man.
Damn it.
Someone throw it in the
leaning
chat.
towards
You got
Velocipaster.
10 seconds. You got 10
Someone
seconds.
in the chat. Do you want Velocipaster or magic in the water?
You're basically gonna watch the trailer and then we're gonna talk about it after. I'm eating crumble cookies.
I love crumble.
Yo, those are amazing.
They're
Wait,
great.
let me see, John.
Crumble cookies. Is that a Florida thing? Or
No, it's a TikTok thing. It's gotten
Okay.
famous.
TikTok thing.
It is though.
No, I love how he's like, "Is that a Florida thing?" And then you respond with something that's not a location.
Fuck
Wait.
tonight.
What do crumbly cookies look like?
I guess nobody cares.
No.
Oh, yeah, I
No
guess
one
not.
cares.
Well, then we're gonna
let's
pick,
do magic.
I vote Velocipaster.
Transformers testicles. All right, play. Wait, that wasn't an option.
I vote magic in the water.
All right,
Magic
there
in
we
the
go.
water.
Magic in the water.
Fine.
On a beautiful lake, in a quiet town.
Dad, who's Yorkie?
Probably some ancient Indian myth.
He's a slimy, wart-covered serpent who feeds on the bodies of prepubescent female children.
Josh, get life. All I want to know is if he's real or not.
Ashley Black is about to discover magic in the water.
Daddy! The monster, he's real. He ate my cookies.
Yeah, I bet.
Now, between what everyone says
Native legend has it that he can change forms, change himself into another animal.
This is seriously affecting my development.
and what everyone believes
Jack, have you seen the monster?
No, that was a dream.
is what she knows in her heart.
They're killing him by putting toxins in the lake.
You sick?
Take the explosives and rig the dump site.
Josh, we can't let him do this.
I can drive this.
For every child who still believes, and for everyone else who has forgotten how,
There's nothing I'd like more than to see things the way you do.
there's magic in the water, where the legend ends and the adventure begins.
I don't even know what to say about that trailer.
I loved it.
I'll tell you what to say, guys. The stream's not ending. We're put on the whole damn movie now. We're watching the whole thing again.
Yo,
Another
we
hour
have
and a
to
half.
we have to do a watch along.
Okay.
My favorite line is when he says, "This is extremely affecting my development."
What development? What type?
What kind of development, buddy? Like,
That's when we play the clip of Anthony.
My
just like-
testicle growth.
we put in the clip of Anthony like, "You hard? No, you hard."
Jeez. I
Anthony,
said that way too many times tonight.
Anthony. So, what do you think?
It was wonderful. That's my next review.
Would you show your kids?
Yeah, I already been there and done that. Yeah.
You showed your kids this movie?
Wait, what are we talking about? No, that's the first time. I didn't know that thing existed until 2 minutes ago.
But would you? Would you show your kids, Anthony?
God, they're into SpongeBob and stuff like that. A lot of just the regular
Hey,
stuff.
it's a sea monster.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks a little rough. If they want to watch it, they can watch it. I mean, I don't know, the Oreos.
What do you think are their thoughts on elderly Native Americans?
I'm sure. I don't know. I'll go wake them up and ask them if you want.
What
Poor
if
kids?
Kids, the guy on the internet wants to know your thoughts on Native Americans.
How would they react for real?
Oh, Dad, it's time for you to go away now.
Great kids.
did anyone else find it very unique that that Orky, the sea monster, only ate the cream from the Oreos?
how?
I sort of want to see how that happened. The magic.
Yo, his tongue game.
Does it have hands? Why didn't they show Orky, man? Come on.
I
He's
know.
basically, isn't Orky like a big seal?
I don't know, John. You're the only one who's seen it.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Wait.
orca killer whale, but
Shawn, you're not going to review it
Absolutely not.
But he be killing Oreos. He be killing Oreos, like whole sleeves of Oreos.
How many Oreos would you rate the movie? Would be.
We've now lost all of our viewers.
Oh.
Oh wait, hold
Well,
on.
we have one more. We have one
All
more.
right.
Jace takes this one though. He has to look out from that way.
What are we doing? What?
We have one more trailer,
Oh, okay, sweet.
but you have
I
to
found a
pick
picture
out.
of Orky, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Let's do that next time.
Wait.
Next
You know,
time.
On the first episode of On the Scene.
Yeah, we can
All right.
react.
Okay. Hey, there we go. A segment for the new show, reacting to trailers. I like that.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
wait, Jace, do
That's
you have
fair.
a Orky?
Yeah, wait, hold on. I want to see if I how do I put this up there?
Yeah, let's put the picture of Orky and let's end it there.
Yeah.
We got. Window. Wait, Chrome. Sure. Here.
Oh, how do you do that?
Oh,
Is
how
that-
did
is-
you do that?
Mishi? No, that's not
Is it work?
Orky.
Oh, you
Is
fancy.
it working? Oh wait, yeah, wait. What is it? This was Orky, I think.
Ah.
Oh, I
okay.
think it is. Yeah, I think that is Orky.
Nice.
I remember.
It's kind of like
So
a
now we
giant
know.
blob.
Yeah, right.
Wait, Jace, how did you do that?
Magic.
I think you press present, right? Present.
Yeah, you press present and then share screen, and
What the hell is happening?
They followed me home.
What the hell?
The Velocipasta.
Oh
A child priest. How long has it been since your last confession?
Get the hell out of my face.
It's been about 2 years. I do drugs, sell drugs, murder people.
Just sound like Anthony.
The Velocipasta. My beautiful girl with a dark past.
Is this Anthony Gary?
Last night was amazing.
What are you talking about?
The time you turned into a dinosaur and ate someone.
You guys talk all the time about helping people. This might actually be the first time in your life you can.
By what? Killing people?
Yes.
Show me I mean anything to you. Show me you got better shit to do. Show me I'm the one disfigured like a mad caress that triggers. Show me I mean anything to you. Show me I mean anything to you.
The Velocipasta.
That's insane, Doug. God does not want people dead.
Oh, I think God wants a lot of people dead.
That's, that was incredible.
I'm sorry, guys, but that blew Magic in the Water out of the water.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That was awesome.
Hi.
I love it.
Okay, so
I love how
we're
there
gonna
was
have to do.
3 separate times in the trailer where it would just stopped and went the Velocipasta. And also, like, why was it like an Australian that was
It
saying?
sounded like Anthony to me.
Yeah, the one guy sounded like Anthony.
No, the one guy did.
All I
But
know
then
is
there
to
was
kill
just like,
people.
the Velocipasta.
As a side note, yeah, well, there were 2 of me for some reason. I don't know. Like, was I seeing doubles? Am I that drunk? Or off to the side, there were 2.
Wants a lot of people dead. I love it.
Yeah. When was your
That
last
was
confession?
incredible.
Oh, about a year ago. I do drugs.
Hey, we
You
gotta
know the
find a
Joker
way-
steps. That looked like some good. You know that looked like some good fun schlocky.
It did. It looked fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, that looks like a good, fun, schlocky thing. But I feel like Magic in the Water actually thinks it's a good movie.
Wow.
Right? Like Velocipaster knows it's not a good movie, and I think makes me want to watch it.
Yeah, it's self-aware. It's
Yeah, but Magic in the Water, I feel like they're trying too hard.
I feel like that's a lot of family films from back in the day.
Yeah. Anyway, Eric has a question before we leave.
Yeah, sorry, Eric.
It was this. Thoughts on Denis Villeneuve potentially directing the next Bond? I don't know. I only saw one post about it, but I definitely think he'd be a good fit if he had time with Dune.
Well, Dune's already in post-production, right? So
I thought Dune was... Yeah, it is in post-production. You're right.
Yeah. So, I mean, he would have time. I would like Denis to do a original Denis project.
Well,
Not
that's
like
all-
a Blade Runner or a...
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're
like
right.
or a Dune or something. I want him to do like an original, like something like Prisoners again.
An Arrival.
An Arrival, exactly. Something like that.
I mean, Bond would be very different, but still, yeah, I think I agree with like, yeah, something his own thing. I think would be more interesting.
Mhm.
But
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm only so familiar with his directing style, so it's kind of tough to really mention too much on. He seems to be quite the visionary, if you will. So I think that would be kind of cool. I don't know directly how that would correlate or mesh with Bond in its entirety, but I mean, be interesting nonetheless.
Yeah.
More so intrigued by the rumors that good old Henry Cavill is being eyed for Bond. I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but that'd be dope.
I think that they said he's definitely not going to be Bond.
Oh.
The only thing that gave a little bit of, I think, boosted hope to people's theory of that is because the 007 casting director came out and just straight up said, we are not hiring a young actor for Bond. They do not have the gravitas to play the role. And it was like, wow, good for you for standing your grounds with it. And yeah, I agree. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like anyone can say, oh, but it'd be cool to see a younger Bond, or it'd be cool to see this person play it. Sure, maybe, right? But honestly, it just doesn't really fit or work.
They just did it with Craig.
Well, yeah, it's just one of those where I think they got to pick someone that has, they used a good word, that has the gravitas to play the role. And I think, yeah, you can't go with someone that's like too young there, right? I'm sorry, Dan, no Tom Holland as James Bond.
Please.
Not the right fit.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I do like him a lot as an actor. And in a way, I could see him pulling it off. But again, he even almost seems like he's not really that young, but he looks so damn young.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, should we do an 80s freeze frame?
We should.
Yes.
We should.
All right, last 80s freeze frame for now.
Oh,
for now.
For now.
That's right. That's right. Is someone doing the thing? Should I click the thing?
I can click the thing.
Click the thing, baby.
Hold on, I just wanted to find it. Okay, wait, I found it. All right.
Yo, how'd you take it off so fast?
He's completely nude. That's what's weird
Yeah,
about it.
that's what's incredible.
That's what she said.
Just
Oh, I was prepared. What's funny is I wasn't even the one that actually clicked it, so I had to be like even more prepared.
Oh my god.
Hey, come on! It wouldn't be done right if we had the last one of these, and didn't have a shirt come off.
Stand up and take a bow.
When did that become a thing? Was that like the first episode that we did that?
Oh, it's appropriate then.
No, the 80s freeze frame?
No, the just taking our shirts off.
Ooh, yeah, that's right. Was it the first episode? I'm not sure.
Like it just became like a regular thing. But that's when we used to, that's when we all drank during the show. So
That's right. That's what it was. Liquor.
Yeah.
Liquor.
Well,
that's what did it.
if a show was ever on a Friday.
You know, it is actually, now you bring it up, it is a shame that we didn't at least like have a truly to like cheers us out and finish it. But hey, this is where I jump right back to the comments of don't be too sad. If anyone's like, oh, how come we didn't do this? How come we didn't do that? If you're even thinking that, which if you are, then that shows you're an awesome fan. But on a serious note, I mean, we still got more opportunities to do this. The only thing is, again, it's delegated to special occasions, right? So we'll always let you know far in advance as far as when it's taking place or as far in advance as we know. And, still bring you some more of these good times and everything. But in the meantime, I guess we'll go ahead and start to bring this to meeting adjourned here a little bit. Everybody, thank you so much for tagging along for the entirety of what we did initially create Shooting the Shit as. And we really, really look forward to being able to share a lot of fun times and make more memories with you all as far as with the different Shooting the Shits in the future, but even more so specifically with our new show, once again, known as On the Scene, in parentheses, with the Cinema Squad. I didn't know if maybe someone was going to put the picture up. I was not prepared at all. I was not prepared. But anyway, right, good old new show coming, everybody. Be on the lookout. We'll be making announcements soon. I have a feeling since not every single person that may see us on here follows us on social media, I think it's pretty fair to say we'll be posting as far as the community post within the page here with some updates and everything. So be on the lookout, everybody. good times ahead. Good times ahead. But thank you. Thank you so much for being here with us all. Guys, any final parting words before we just go ahead and shut this shiz down?
No.
No.
That's it.
All right, cool.
I'm just excited for what's ahead. That's all I have to say.
Oh yeah, baby.
Here. I second that.
I love
Well,
it.
thank you everyone for joining us. Eric, thank you for sticking out to the very last moments there, bud. Great finale. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
From the start, baby.
All right, everyone. Until On the Scene or the next Shooting the Shit or whatever you come for next, right? Go ahead. We'll see you soon. Oh, subscribe to the channel. I can't end without saying that real quick. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Okay, goodbye. Have a good rest of the night.